Ladies and gentlemen, spam Go Bills in the chat right now. You heard me. Spam Go Bills in the chat. It is time. Our patience has been rewarded. The Buffalo Bills are set to take the field for day one of training camp, and perhaps the first step into Buffalo, for the love of God, finally getting over the hump. Folks, I am so excited to launch this series on my channel. It is the fourth year in a row where we are going to be together for the next 3 to 4 hours. That is right, a very long stream. So fasten your seatbelts here, where I am going to be consolidating all of the information that comes out of training camp, almost to a point where you will feel like you were there in person. We all know that Buffalo has a lottery system. Some people live far away from Western New York and want to be plugged in. And perhaps you don't want to wait until after work, or you don't want to have to follow a bunch of random sources on X and pick and pull random tidbits of information from camp itself. I am going to do my best to make sure that you guys are the first to be informed, for those of you that aren't lucky enough to be there in person. And man, I am so excited. I love this episode. I really do. We are going to be doing this each and every single practice. So if you are new here, I highly recommend that if you are subscribed, that's simply not enough. Make sure you turn on those bell notifications and we lock in, because there is quite a bit to discuss. Sean McDermott is set to take the stage here in less than 15 minutes. That's how we're going to start this episode off. And then afterwards, again, we are going to be scouring the internet from all of the reports from fans that are at practice. Same thing with the beat reporters that are out there doing the Lord's work for us. And we are going to be reacting to clips, to tidbits. Let's knock on wood and hope that no player gets injured. Buffalo Bills football is back. As everyone knows, I'm telling you to spam Go Bills in the chat. I also want everyone to roll call and let me know where you guys are tuning in from. I'm very nosy, and I want to understand how far Bills Mafia truly extends. So once you're coming in, please do not be shy. Even if this is the only time that you contribute to the live chat, let me know. Where are you tuning in from? What team are you representing? And let's get going with some Buffalo Bills training camp. Folks, if you are ever hurt in a car, you better call William Mattar, #1 car accident attorney in the state of New York, proud sponsor of this show. Without William Mattar and without Garage Beer, folks, more than likely we wouldn't be able to have shows like this. So a giant shout out to our proud partners in the 2025 season, with a couple of extra partners going to be announced here in a couple of weeks. I am absolutely thrilled. All right, folks, roll call. Where are we at right now, man? Where are we at? We have Fred is coming in, New Woodstock, New York. Fred, I hope all is well on your end, my friend. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma here. Josh, what's going on, man? Are you a Thunder guy? If that is the case, congratulations. El Paso, Texas, baby. Hector is in the chat. He's chilling. Greenville, South Carolina, listening at work. Greenville is a beautiful city in the great state of South Carolina. Penfield, New York. Hamilton, Ontario. South Florida is in the chat. St. Louis, Missouri. Go Bills. Go Bills from Jacksonville. Northern New York. Kentucky, Bills. We have Sodus, New York. Connecticut at work. Goose Creek, South Carolina. Thomas Love. Hope all is well, man. It's been a while. Chattanooga. Go Bills since 2006. Sharon, Pennsylvania is in the chat. Ontario, Canada, man. Our friends in the Great North. I appreciate that. Valcro, Florida, man. Hartford, Connecticut. Lions, New York. Robert, hope all is well, man. Hope you're living your best life out there today. Iowa. Oh, my God, folks. We are all over the damn world. Ontario, JTL is coming in and saying, go Gamecocks. And then we have my boy right here, live in McConnell, South Carolina. Go Bills. John Edward Kruger, man. It's funny. We have two Gamecocks fans back to back. Fun fact, I lived in Myrtle Beach for a considerable amount of time. So both of you have some DNA instituted in, of course, the South Carolinas. Fort Myers, Florida. Andy Johnson, where have you been, my friend? Cheek Duaga, Danny Boy. We back, man. Hope you had a wonderful summer, Andy. I missed you, and I am so glad that you are back. Some good news about Roundtable Sports. We are bringing back call-ins. Have no fear. Ooh, man, we have a lot of exciting things to do. Dan, are you doing call-ins today? Beth, yes, I am anticipating that I will be letting callers in sporadically, My next stream late afternoon is going to be more so where it's normal, where I am allowing everybody to be in. So stick around, folks. Beth is referring to the Garage Beer Hotline, where I make sure that everybody has an opportunity, or at least I try my best to make sure everybody has an opportunity to come in and tell me what is on their mind regarding what is happening across camp. Guys, fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a long episode today, 3 hours, perhaps even 4. First, we're going to listen to Sean McDermott here in about 9 minutes. And then afterwards, we are going to be scouring the internet and doing our best to figure out exactly what is happening at camp based off of reports from our lovely beat reporters in the Buffalo Bills community, from fans that are there in person, and us reacting to a bunch of clips that are about to make us as excited as humanly possible. GG is in the chat. Charlotte, North Carolina. What is going on, my friend? Hoot, hoot. Matthew, what's up, man? Lewiston, New York, Billy Allen. Are the blue helmets in the mix? I'll tell you what, man. Yesterday, we ended up learning about the standing buffalo being brought back and the red helmets. I don't particularly think we are going to go with the blue unless that is incorporated within our Nike rivalries jerseys. I suppose anything could happen. Man. The press conference for Sean McDermott is coming soon. Yes, Davey, we are going to be watching it together on this stream. I have my notes section up where I am going to be paying attention to everything that man says, and we're going to be having a great conversation. So I strongly encourage, if everybody is at work today or is going about their day-to-day responsibilities, I just want to let you know, treat me like a radio show or some white noise in the background as you go about your routine, okay? Because my goal today is I want to keep you informed as all of this information comes out, so you're not playing catch up once you get off of work, or you're not trying to scroll through and find a bunch of different sources all across the internet. That's not what I'm trying to do for you. So treat me like some white noise while you are at work today, folks, and I'm going to do my best to keep you informed of everything that is happening at camp. Brandon Day. Dan, my guy, what's your choice to start the day? You a coffee guy or an energy drink guy, or are you just high on life? Go Bills. Brandon Day, I am a black coffee guy. I am normally up at 4:45 in the morning, and then I face a pre-workout drink. I work out for about an hour and a half, and then I have a light breakfast, and then I switch over to black coffee afterwards. That is typically my go-to. Not so much an energy drink person. Sometimes if I am in a pinch, for example, if like Dunkin' or Starbucks is closed, if I'm on the road, then maybe I will. But for the most part, we shall see. We indeed shall see. All right, we have JTL has come in and he's saying it's Red Bull and Zins, baby. I forgot that I also pack myself a Zin or two. Okay, I am not encouraging that for the younger crowd watching. Do not do it whatsoever, but that is also a part of my routine. Mark my word, Ayuk will be a Bill at the deadline. Pete Bonacker is coming in with a very hot take. So when it comes into the Buffalo Bills, man, I think that we would only add another wide receiver if, for example, we ran into a pretty serious injury. Or say, for example, that Elijah Moore is buns. Or say, for example, that Joshua Palmer just did not live up to expectations. I think that's kind of where we're at. We have a question from Matthew. Dan, when will the Nike rivalries jerseys be released? That's a great question. I haven't heard any word. However, if I were to give an educated guess, I think it's going to be closer to week 1, maybe second or third week of the preseason. I think that all of us ended up getting our fix of new uniforms yesterday once we heard that the red helmet was coming back and the standing buffalo will be making a return here in a while. Thad Brown. Thad Brown is releasing the first video of the day where he has Bills backup center Jacob Bayer is signing the first autographs of camp. You are a winner. It has begun. Folks, look at that, man. Look at that. Some of the newbie Buffalo Bills are already engaging with the fans as we wait. 5 minutes, guys. A countdown, 5 minutes. Sean McDermott should be hitting the podium at any moment. Miss the live helmet announcement video of yours from yesterday, but looking forward to getting to see the throwback helmets in week 5 at Atlanta. It's actually week 6. I said week 5 yesterday. I did misspeak. It is week 6, Monday Night Football against the Atlanta Falcons. Folks, right now where it stands, all right, there's 181 of you currently rocking with me all across each and every single platform, okay? 106 of you are on YouTube, and I'll tell you what, guys. All right. We are going to be live for 3 to 4 hours. And I want to make sure that everybody that didn't have the opportunity of being at camp in person, I want to make sure that everybody stays informed today on day one of Bills training camp. So if you could, all right, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button directly below this video. If all 101 of you watching right now were to hit that like button, we could easily turn this live community into easily 250 to 300 plus people getting informed of this day. So if you could do me a favor, guys, that's all I ask. Just hit that like button for me. I think there's no reason why we cannot easily exceed 100 likes by the time that Sean McDermott finishes with his opening press conference. And for those of you that are watching on Facebook, 17 of you are on Facebook, and I appreciate you guys. I really, really do. But if you want a better experience and a more engaging live chat, I highly recommend you come find me on YouTube. It is the exact same live stream, and you'll be able to make a bunch of friends in the live chat as we speak. So, folks, as you're coming in, hit that thumbs up sign. Let me know. Let's propel this out to the YouTube algorithm so all of Bills Mafia can stay informed. And I'm talking about the people that are at work, that are nowhere near Western New York. We want to keep you guys informed. Hit that thumbs up sign, man, and let's make it happen. Nick716 has come in and said, where would your stance be on trading for Hendrickson if we didn't have Bosa and knowing of Landon Jackson's injury history? That would definitely be a move that could hurt us in the future as far as cap. So I know that a lot of us were frustrated about the Buffalo Bills financial situation for the past couple of years. Of course, I wouldn't be upset, say that we were to bring in the sack leader 2 years in a row, right, to the Buffalo Bills. And we would need to finesse a lot of money moves. Like we would need to restructure Deion Dawkins, restructure Dawson Knox. Then we'd have to give Trey Hendrickson a brand new contract. It would create cap in the short term, but so I suppose I wouldn't be too upset. And so I suppose I wouldn't be too upset about it, but we better win the damn Super Bowl if that is the case. Where are my regulars at? I see you, King Jamie. Beth B is coming in. Mafia loves Dan the Mafia Band. Show your love, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Look at that, guys. I appreciate that. And I love each and every single one of you. Right here in Orchard Park, New York, Rabbit Hole. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, man. I really do. So, King Jamie, you secretly love the Bills. It's okay. We won't rat you out. He loves the Bills. His best friend is a Bills fan. How could he ever be a hater? I appreciate that. He is always in here showing a little bit of love. If we never got Bosa and never paid Palmer or Samuel, we could have an elite edge rusher right now. Technically, financially speaking, we could make it work. But it would just make things a bit dicey right in the future. Folks, it is currently 9:14. I could imagine, and shout out Brasky for posting this little picture right here. First one out of the tunnel for 2025 Bills camp, offensive lineman Jacob Bayer. He is already signing his memorabilia. Folks, we are, I would assume, a minute away right before the Buffalo Bills end up getting our first word from Sean McDermott, the coach. Guys, let's get a Go Bills in the chat. Spam Go Bills in the chat as you are coming in. The energy is beginning. The second that Sean McDermott utters that first word, we already know where it's going. If we never got Bosa, already ended up reading that. Khalil Shakir, the Dan Mitchell training camp streams are always one of the best times of the year. Let's go. Khalil Shakir, my boy. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I really, really do. Guys, 121 of you are currently vibing with me on YouTube right now. Again, I am consolidating all of the information that is coming out of training camp, so you do not need to play catch up at the end of the day or go through a bunch of other sources right now. That is my duty to you. So do me a favor. If all 130 of you on YouTube were to hit that like button, man, we could really end up doing some favors for some Bills fans that want to stay informed today. So I only ask, if you are viewing and you are rocking with me right now, just take that millisecond and go on ahead and smash that like button, man. Let's get well over 100 likes prior to Sean McDermott taking the damn podium, man. I am going to lock it in. And I do appreciate all of the Go Bills spamming in the chat, man. We appreciate that. Go Bills. Let's get this Super Bowl win, Jamal. Man, I hope so, man. I sincerely hope so. This is the only cam stream to be on with the Mafia and Dan the man. Hey, dude, listen, I appreciate that, dude. I am just doing my best because I obviously want to stay informed as well. And this is what I would have been doing if I wasn't live. So might as well share it with the people. Left field question, how's special teams looking? Mike check. That's a great question, man. And I think we'll get some answers today because as many of us remember, we have a brand new special teams coordinator. He's brand new. And I'll be completely honest with you. I'm very optimistic with this new hire because last year was atrocious from a special teams perspective. And it was largely ignored as well. Was largely ignored when it comes into it. There are a lot of Hard Knocks cameras here at Bills training camp. Alex Brasky once again, man, letting it know. And that's super interesting. And by the way, guys, go give this guy a follow. All right? He does a great job. Go give this guy a follow at Alex Brasky, man. He's a really, really good source. It looks like that he is in the stands. He's not out on the field like he was last year, but I'm sure he'll still be giving us as great content as humanly possible. J-Tech, I hope Bosa is healthy and participates this week. He was listed as questionable. He's not on the PUP list, so that's optimistic at the very least. So that is optimistic. But from the time being, we will see. I'm still waiting to see when Sean McDermott comes on, folks. He's running a little bit late, you know? He's keeping us on the edge of our seats, but what can you do? Always the best games of the season and playoffs are Bills versus Chiefs. I agree with you. Bills Outlet wants me to be... Okay, dude, listen. If Bills Outlet is at training camp and you're rocking some crazy-ass videos, I will gladly add you to my list. Bills Outlet. Let's see. Bang, dude. All right, dude. All right, bro. You were added to the beat, man. Just make sure you do me a favor, my friend, and drop some fire content so we can react to it. Kevy has come in, and do you think we should have confidence in Bishop? Because I'm having a hard time. So one thing I will say right about Cole Bishop is each and every single year, especially in the Sean McDermott era, that there has always been a candidate of one specific player that takes that second year jump. It's every single year. 1 year was Bernard. So the next year was Christian Benford. There is always a player on this Buffalo Bills roster that shocks the world and really hits their ceiling year two. Bishop is my candidate for that. And remember all the context that went into Bishop last year. Guy really didn't even start his training camp process until like midway through the season. Like he was injured all throughout training camp. His development was paused. I would remain optimistic. I really, really would. Say that any player goes out there and takes a second-year jump, man, and that's even over Keon Coleman. And so to be honest with you, I'm probably picking Bishop to take that jump and to be the player that we drafted him to be. I'm really optimistic about that. Guys, 289 of you are currently rocking with me right now, and I sincerely appreciate that. 166 are on YouTube. We have 13 on Facebook, 1 on Twitch. Shout out to my lone Twitch soldier. And 109 on X. Folks, right out of the 165 of you right here, I got to tell you, I am consolidating all of the information that is coming out of training camp, so you do not need to play catch-up right now, because I want to make sure that all of Bills Mafia that wasn't lucky enough to be there in person has the opportunity to be in the know of what is happening in practice. Okay, so do me a favor, guys. Hit that thumbs up sign right as you come in, because if 160 of you were to hit that thumbs up sign, man, we could easily have over 350 people in this chat right now. I want to make sure all of Bills Mafia is indeed informed, so certainly do your part. And for the 18 of you watching on Facebook, folks, if, for example, you want a better experience and meet a bunch of new friends, I highly recommend you come find me on YouTube and you be a part of this live chat. I promise you, it is a damn good time. We have John Bartolo. It seems we keep bringing in people who have a long injury history and then surprise when they get hurt. It's kind of like a big risk, but also a potential big reward. I feel like that's what Buffalo has done. And I also think that it has everything to do with the fact that we have like certain constraints when it comes into finances. I think that could be the reason. Alex comes in and says rookie first round pick Max Harrison takes the field for his first training camp practice as a pro here at St. John Fisher. He's going to be one of the players that I'm going to be paying attention to ad nauseum. Because how is he going to look like? How is he going to look going up against our veteran wide receivers? That's something particularly that I'm going to be paying close attention to. How is Max Harrison? Will he live up to the hype? He came from his own system. He's fast as all hell, runs a 4.2, 4.3. Is he the Tyreek Hill / the Xavier Worthy eraser? He better be, because in my opinion, I genuinely believe that that is exactly why we wanted to draft him. I cannot wait for Hard Knocks next Tuesday, first episode, folks. Or maybe it's August 5th, actually. It's August 5th. Never mind. In 2 weeks, we're going to have to knock it out. Khalil Shakir has come in and said 100 likes on the show. Guys, listen. I am consolidating all of the information surrounding Bills training camp today. We are patiently awaiting Sean McDermott. Oh my God. It's my credit card company, folks. Relax. We are consolidating all of the information that's coming out of training camp right now, and I want to make sure all of Bills Mafia is indeed informed. So if you can, folks, we have 100 likes right now, and there's 175 people watching. I need 75 more of you to hit that thumbs up sign so we can make sure all of Bills Mafia is indeed informed, folks. Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a long stream today. I can imagine 3 to 4 hours as we just scrape through camp and figure out exactly what is happening. Hit that like button like you hit a Dolphin fan that can't stay quiet for more than 2 seconds before McDermott gets on the stand. I like that. I like that indeed. I need that Buffalo D-line already thinking about Lamar Jackson and King Henry. I really hope that they are putting that in the back of their conscience because that's week 1, man, and that's going to say a lot about both of those teams, who comes out victorious. I got to tell you what, I like the fact that the Buffalo Bills are at home playing an opponent like that. I am waiting for my fellow Pats beat writers to post some new information. Good morning, fellow Floridian, Don Mafia, Dan the Man. Praise the Lord. It is a great day to be a Buffalo Bills fan. Light of truth, man, my Floridian brother. What is going on, my friend? It is fantastic to be a Bills fan. And Sean McDermott, of course, is teasing us, has yet to hit the podium. Oh, here he is. Hold up. There you go.
Welcome back. Good to be here this morning. Welcome to training camp, 2025 version. Hope everyone had a great summer. Your families are doing well. It's good to be back. Good to be back here in Rochester and in Pittsburgh in particular, where our fan base is as fanatical as anywhere. And certainly appreciate the staff here. They're making immense accommodations for us. It's one of the best places, I believe, the best place in the NFL for training camp. I really believe that. It's a great place to come to visit.
Smash that like button, folks. Smash that like button.
To get in. The staff is very welcoming. Can't thank them enough. Led by President Rooney. The Bills staff as well for helping us get moved here on time and ready to go this morning for practice. Look forward to seeing our fans out here. They travel from all over, and they make the environment that it is, and it's special. So we wouldn't have it any other way. Got a couple of quick heads ups for you in terms of injuries as we head into this morning's practice.
Let's go.
These 4 will not practice. Dawson Knox with a hamstring. Sid Van Pran has a calf. Spencer Brown with his back, and then Laviska Shenault with a lower leg strain. So I'm not going to get into timetables. Don't really know too much in that area right now. We'll find out a little bit more as we go one day at a time with those 4.
John, Spencer wasn't working back in the mini camp.
Hey, let me know.
Just the back injury, something that's been lingering for a little while here.
Well, he had some back injuries in his history to this point. I think really it's just a little bit of a flare up right now, and we got to get it calmed down. That's the information I'm getting, and you know how backs are. I mean, we've all most of us have had back issues in our lives, and they can be pretty sensitive at times. So just getting it in the right spot so we can get calmed down, and he can push forward here.
What's your reaction to James Cook being here? Do you expect him to participate on drills?
Yeah. I couldn't be
Good.
more pleased with James and him being here on time and ready to go. I had a chance
James
to
Cook.
greet him yesterday and shake his hand, look him in the eye, and he's ready to go.
John, Joey Bosa is not on that list. Is that obviously that's a good sign? Where do you see him, and how anxious are you to kind of fully get him going now?
Well, we had a number of guys that spent quite a bit of time following the OTA and minicamp period in the spring, getting themselves healthy, right? Spending extra time in Buffalo, staying there until they felt healthy enough to leave and then go train on their own, Joey being one of them. So, again, couldn't be more happy with the work that he's put in to come back healthy and ready to go. And we'll have a rep plan for him and in a way to manage things to the best of our ability to try and keep him as healthy as possible. And we look forward to watching him out there this morning at practice.
How do you handle we can see it here already with NFL films here and the Hard Knocks shirts and stuff like that. Now that it's here, how do you handle the extra scrutiny and the chance to expose some blessings and perhaps some warts, over these next 3 weeks?
Like my bald head, you mean? I think people know that already, John. No, it's what happens when you've had success. People want to kind of see what's behind the curtain a little bit. The important thing for us is that we can, while we're here, and you know this, you've been with us, is build that connection and build that trust that is so important to building the chemistry that we need. And we have about 2.5 weeks here, and then another 3.5 weeks, at home in that period of training camp. And it's critical that we build a strong foundation. We have nothing to hide. We are who we are. I think the cool part about this is, people see us on Sunday. They see us on game day. Now they get a chance to see that what we do on Sunday is exactly what we do Monday through Saturday. And I think that's the cool piece about it. The increased noise, if you will, is maybe in some ways good practice for us to really hone in and focus and get our focus where it needs to be.
Hey, Sean, you have Hoyt and Leonard with the suspensions. How do you think you'll manage them? Knowing you got to keep them ready, but also be ready for the point.
Yeah, something we'll have to manage. To your point, it's going to be, a day-to-day type of deal. Managing that, because there's probably going to be some bumps and bruises that come up along the way. In particular, that position, it's one of the, interior line positions, and so we're just gonna have to stay on top of it. If healthy enough, we'll be able to execute the plan that we have at the right time. If we're not healthy enough at the position, we'll have to adjust. So, I think the key here is we're going to be challenged depth-wise early in the season because of that at this point alone. And, we got to get our young guys ready to go, and we got to get them settled in as quickly as possible here.
Sean, you've had messages to the team, like in some years, playoff caliber or whatever it is. Do you have an overreaching or overriding message to them? Like if you talked to them last night for what this camp is like, you've had all the success. It's been as close as you've been. Do you have that message?
We do. I won't go into detail really on it, Mike. I think the biggest thing is that we're here to work, and we got to take it one day at a time. Our culture model is our culture model. The phrases, the messaging we use. I'm not a big believer in a ton of them because they become empty slogans. I'm not into that. I'm into consistency and things that we fully believe in and can execute on a consistent basis. Because if you do that, it allows the players to know what's expected and kind of gives them their direction. And with that, with great clarity comes the ability to go let it rip on the field. And I think that's a big piece of, to your point, of establishing that here, because, let's say a third roughly every year this year, probably maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less is our new players that are new to the Buffalo Bills and how we do things.
Sean, I want to see
Max Kirsten at training camp? I know he got banged up a little bit at mini camp, but what do you want to see specifically from him?
Well, starting this morning, all of us, all of our players, coaches included, that we come out, we're not going to dip our toe in, we're ready to go and compete at a high level. And so, with the injury that he suffered, he lost some time on the field, some reps, valuable reps, and he was another one that stayed around Buffalo for the majority of the time and got himself ready to go for this morning. So we'll be smart with him as he gets started here because of the hamstring. But the biggest thing is that he gets going and gets settled into the defensive system and plays fast. I mean, there's going to be some mistakes. These are young players, and that's an important piece of it. You can't be going out there afraid to make a mistake. You got to go for it, and we'll make the corrections, in the meeting after.
Another guy not on the pup list is Cole Bishop. He did miss some time in the spring. What have you seen from him, health-wise and football-wise?
Same. I guess I'm going to press play again on this. It's he stayed in Buffalo for the majority of the time, got himself healthy, and looks ready to go. I mean, he knows the challenge that's in front of him. He's expected to step in and do a great job for us. And Cole's a great young man, very conscientious, works extremely hard. I think now it's about getting on the field and getting reps and learning through those reps.
You mentioned that your depth on the D-line will be challenged early in the season. How does that impact how you handle those rookies in terms of their reps and the situations you put them in throughout camp?
Well, it's important. I mentioned to him last night, it's, we're here to work. We're here to keep the main thing. That was said to the whole team, in particular the rookies. Listen, there's nerves. These are pro football players. But I can tell you there's nerves. There's some anxiousness in that meeting this morning. And then when they take that field, the biggest thing they got to know is they have what it takes. If you don't believe that, it's never going to work. And so that belief in oneself, that knowing that you have what it takes is the start, and you got to be consistent with it. And so we as coaches have to help in that regard. And yes, bringing them on, onboarding them the right way. It's not going to be easy. It's a combination of love and truth. But the sooner they get comfortable, the sooner we see them become the best versions of themselves, and the sooner they add to our football team.
Dion Walker limited at all?
I'm sorry?
Dion Walker, is he limited at all?
You asked about Dion is not limited.
Nice.
He's off the rep management that he was on in the spring. He feels great. The back is
Dion Walker,
back.
folks. He's good.
What I'm told, it's when you hit in particular, it's going to take some impact there. So we'll see how he and we can manage that as we move forward through those days.
Sean, you obviously had a very successful offense last year. You added a couple of veteran receivers and Palmer and more. Can you talk about the skill sets and the things, the dimensions you think they might add to your offense this year?
Well, you mentioned Palmer and Elijah. I mean, those are two good players, quality players that have been around the league a little bit. And, it's funny. Sometimes guys catch fire when they come here. And I'm looking forward to watching those two play real football now, not what was happening in the spring. They're two quality young men. And I think they're going to be really good players for us, really good for our culture. They each bring a little bit of a different personality to the team, to the table, and the mix, and that's good for us as well.
Take two more, please. Hey, Sean, a little off topic. Mark Levy turns 100 there in the next couple weeks. He said that you don't need his advice.
I'll take any advice he wants to give.
How much have you appreciated his counsel through the years?
That's been huge. He's a legend in the NFL overall, number one, but in particular in Buffalo. And he has sat in the chair that I currently sit in, and I respect that a great deal. And it's real easy for a coach that has done and accomplished what he has to not want somebody else to challenge that, right? And to not help them. But he's been more than helpful, more than welcoming to me and my family. It's been great to get around him and his family. And, it's one of the great, to me, honors of coaching for the Buffalo Bills is to follow a coach like Mark Levy. Very good.
All right, folks. All right, there you have it. Sean McDermott has spoke to the media, and I ended up writing a couple of notes here that I think a lot of us would be interested in discussing. I think the biggest injury issue that I heard yesterday had everything to do with Spencer Brown, because we all know that he has had a history of a back injury. And let's be honest with ourselves, for the first 2 years while he was on the Buffalo Bills, many of us were completely sold out on this guy. We had him as public enemy number one, had a lot of rough games. But last year, this guy really stepped up. And he was one of the best offensive linemen we had, of course, next to Deion Dawkins. Unfortunately, we finally end up getting a word from McDermott. It sounds like that his back injury flared up a tad. I'm not sure if this happened during minicamp or maybe this happened while he was doing some off-field workouts right off of his own accord. But it sounds like that his back injury has flared up or he is experiencing some sort of pain. It's encouraging that I heard the word a flare-up. I'm glad that it's not a setback in a recent surgery. I think it sounds a bit more like he might be eased into training camp. And since Sean McDermott and co trust this guy, that he would be able to step in, say, for example, last week of camp, leading up right into the third preseason game and be a full go by week one. Very encouraged about this. But that was the biggest update from what I saw. But I'd say we should go on ahead and see what other things that we ultimately ended up learning from that overall press conference. Let me find my boy Shawnee. Let me see what else we got here. All right. Look at all these pictures from Sean McDermott. By the way, shout out to my boy Shawnee. I'm going to go ahead and take a screenshot over here so we can just make a TikTok here in a little bit, folks. Y'all are about to see, and the influencers in the wild here once I end up making something. All right, so he says it's good to be back. We already ultimately saw that. But here is what we were all looking for, and that has everything to do with the injury report, okay? Tight end Dawson Knox is dealing with a hamstring injury. So that was why he was listed on the non-football injury list. So that's encouraging. Sounds like something he just needs to ice up and ease himself into practice. If I was a gambling man, at worst case scenario, we should be seeing him by next week, right? Let's go ahead and cross our fingers there. Right tackle Spencer Brown is dealing with a back injury. As we already said, it sounds like that it's a bit of a flare-up. And then they will not practice today, nor will LaVisca Chenault Jr. or Cedric Van Pran Granger. So we ultimately ended up seeing all of this. Then McDermott was talking about the back injury. It was a flare-up, as we can see. He expects running back James Cook to participate in practice today, per Joe Biscaglia, who ended up posting this up. That's good, folks. That was the biggest piece of drama for me, was the James Cook situation, especially once I heard that Hard Knocks was about to be present at St. John Fisher. As much as I know we're all excited to see behind the scenes of this Buffalo Bills culture that we have grown to love, that was one thorn in our side, at least potentially. I think that was the last thing that we needed. If they were to take James Cook off to a side interview and he would create some sort of distraction about how he was upset about his particular deal or what have you. But not only did he end up showing up to minicamp, he has showed up to training camp. Sean McDermott mentioned that he met him, shook his hand, smiled. He thinks that he's going to be a full participant in practice today. We will see once he does end up taking the field. But bullet absolutely dodged. Man, I am loving that. Man, I'm getting anxious feels like everyone on the squad are getting injured left, right, and center. Hey, listen, you know what? Unfortunately, it is part of the game. But, William, I will tell you what. In case you're looking for something to make yourself feel better, look at the Detroit Lions' current injury report. I'm pretty sure they have about 9 to 10 players on the IR as we speak. As Thad Brown posts a video of Khalil Shakir, man, he's sitting there. He's ripping off some autographs for some lucky fans. Sean McDermott said James Cook will practice and is ready to go. You have Dawson Knox hamstring. Shout out to Bills Outlet, who is hanging out with us right now. He told me to add him to the beat list. I'm so glad that we did. 433 of you are currently in the chat right now, folks. 256 of you are on YouTube. 152 of you are on X. Guys, what I am doing today is I am consolidating all of the information that is coming out of Bills camp just so you guys are the first to know. For anyone that wasn't lucky enough to be there in person, look at me as an outlet of information so you don't need to play catch up once you get off of work. So do me a favor, guys. Say, for example, that you appreciate this and you're vibing with the content. We are going to be live for about 3 to 4 hours, all the way up until we hear from the last player to take his press conference. Just do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up sign, because that is going to introduce this stream to more Bills fans that I'm sure would like to be informed of everything that is currently happening on this YouTube channel. JTL, Dan, I shared the live with my whole family. Thank you so much, JTL. And shout out to the family of JTL coming into the chat. I wish training camp could come back to Fredonia. Man, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. One of these days. We have James Cook will be a full participant. We ultimately already saw that. And Alex Brasky has come in. And look at that. He has walked on to the field at St. John Fisher, newly married, most valuable player of the league. What are we going to see from that guy today, right? One thing I'm going to be paying close attention to is how fast is he going to be able to establish chemistry with Joshua Palmer and Elijah Moore. And do not forget his lack of chemistry with Dalton Kincaid last year, because that was a part of why I believe that Dalton Kincaid had a bit of an off season. As far as off-target throws, with Josh Allen saved almost all of them for Dalton Kincaid. Can they get back on the right page? That is the question. But, man, things are getting exciting. Shout out to McDermott, man. He's doing his thing right here. McDermott says this time at camp is not about dipping your toe in. It's time to get ready. Go Bills. Again, man, we have Josh Allen running onto the field. Thad Brown, I can appreciate that. Sean McDermott on what he wants to see from Max Harrison from AJ Cebulski here. He stayed around Buffalo the majority of the offseason. You love to see that from a rookie. You love to damn see that from a rookie. He stayed around Buffalo for the majority of the offseason to get himself ready for training camp. There will be mistakes, but settling in, understanding the defense, and playing with speed will be the key for Max Harrison. Again, I believe we drafted this young man to be a potential answer for some of the speedsters that we go up against. It's just how it is, folks, right? Last AFC Championship, we got burned by Xavier Worthy and that blazing speed off to the outside. We needed an answer. We needed an insurance policy from what we have right here. Ladies and gents, have Josh Allen. And so it begins. We have Elijah Moore, man, dude. Who else can just imagine how happy Elijah Moore is for actually being on a quality team with a serviceable quarterback? And that's even downplaying the greatness of Josh Allen right here. This guy has had to deal with Tim Boyle, Zach Wilson, at a carousel of Browns quarterbacks for the past couple of seasons, had no opportunity of being able to establish chemistry with just about anybody. I know that while I can't see it, I promise you that Elijah Moore is cheesing from side to side beneath that helmet right now. He is absolutely cheesing, knowing that he is finally in a quality environment. Oh, man, I have so many high hopes for this guy. I really do. I really do. And then speaking of Elijah Moore and Josh Palmer, and this goes back, dating back into Sean McDermott's overall sort of presser. He said, Sean McDermott is really hoping Bills wide receiver Elijah Moore and Joshua Palmer can be the best versions of themselves in Buffalo. We've seen it before with guys like John Brown, Cole Beasley, and Stephon Diggs. Hopefully, these two are next. We have Trey White, man. Come on, baby. Come on, guys. Listen, let's spam Go Bills in the chat, welcoming Trey White back into the mix of the Buffalo Bills. I feel like when you talk to most people, your expectations aren't as high on Trey White as I feel like that they should be. I got to tell you, folks, while he's not going to be the all-pro that he once was, make no mistake, he is a significant upgrade than what Kyer Elam was for this team last year. He's familiar with the system, had a full year of health, was not so good with the Rams, but when he went to Baltimore, he was actually very serviceable. He looks solid. He has all the intangibles to be that guy. I feel very comfortable that Tre'Davious White is on our depth chart. I really do. Say, for example, that Benford has to miss a game or two, or Maxwell Harrison is getting his rookie lumps. I feel like he would be serviceable, man. I would have felt a hell of a lot more comfortable. Say, for example, Tre'Davious White was the dude that had to step in for Christian Benford once he was injured at the AFC Championship game last year. I'm not sure if y'all are on the same page as myself, but quality depth. And make no mistake, I mean, we all know that the starting corners, particularly on the perimeter, are going to be Benford and Max Harrison. That's at least my take. But I feel a hell of a lot better, and I will sleep a hell of a lot better at night knowing that we have upgraded that depth position. And don't even sleep on Dane Jackson. I feel a hell of a lot better that Dane Jackson is back on this roster as well. He knows the system. He's played well under Sean McDermott. I do know that he was asked for Carolina, but sometimes certain players can only bring up their true potential under a particular system. And Dane Jackson and Trey White are the perfect examples. We have long-haired bandit hoping to see a lot of great plays from Keon today and through all of camp. Oh, man, you and me both, man. You and me both. Guys, listen, we haven't done this in a little bit. We have 479 of you rocking with me right now. Do me a favor. Let's roll call in the chat once again. Let me know where you are tuning in from, what team you are representing. I can only imagine vast majority of you are Bills fans. But spam where you are from in the chat right now, folks. Let's do a roll call. I want to see how far Bills Mafia truly extends. And guys, listen, again, I am consolidating all of this training camp news on this stream today. All right? So all I ask, if you appreciate that, do me a favor and just hit that thumbs up sign. I want to make sure that everybody in Bills Mafia that is not lucky enough to be there in person today gets all of the information that they need about camp so they're not playing catch up by the end of the day. Say that you're working, just treat me like some white noise in the background, and I will do my best to make sure that you stay informed, man. Man, I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you. We have Cole Bishop and Trey White with the ones to start camp. It's Anthony cover one. Cole Bishop and Trey White with the ones. That, folks, I'm not going to lie to you. I am not going to lie to you. I'm not shocked on this. I do think that Max Harrison is going to have to earn his reps. And we all understand that McDermott does like to make rookies earn their reps. So don't think that Trey White is going to be going with that. I'm going to go practice notes real fast, folks. Hold up. Practice. Let me see. I'm going to make practice notes. Let's go with this. Trey White and Cole Bishop with the ones. All right, guys. Let's see exactly where everyone is tuning in from, man. Hold up. We have Hurley, New York, go Bills. North Carolina is in the chat. We have Arkansas is in the chat. London, UK from Western New York. Central Kentucky, go Bills. We have Mayville, New York. We have Iowa in the chat. The Pats are back. Josh Allen. We have Billsport, Charlotte, Florida. My glorious king is coming on in. Guys, roll call in the chat. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Would love to hear it. So is Palmer, currently in South Buffalo, working. Dante, listen, man, just use me as a radio station today, man, and we can lock it in. Live from jail in Tampa. Bail me out, Dan. I got you, man. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. True to Guns did not do it. Free my man. All right, dude. Cole Bishop, feel good for him. Rochester, New York. Go Bills, New York. We have Lackawanna in the chat. Atlanta, Georgia is in the chat. St. Fisher. Wow, Cody, what's going on? Sweden is in the chat. We have North Dakota. Sean, what's going on, man? Hope all is well. We have California in the chat. Jersey, guys, keep on roll calling in this chat right now. Hit that thumbs up sign. We should easily be at 250 thumbs up signs right now. I am doing my best to make sure that we keep you guys as informed as humanly possible. So far from what we have seen, all right? Cole Bishop, and this is per Anthony cover one, and this is also per Alex Brasky, okay? Cole Bishop and Tre'Davious White begin Bills training camp with the first team. I do not believe that this is something we could cement. We all know that rookies need to earn their stripes, especially when it comes into Sean McDermott. So don't read up on that, but it's nice to see that Cole Bishop is getting the first nod. And it's nice to see that Tre'Davious White is knocking the rust off back into the system. St. Cloud, Florida, born and raised in Buffalo, go Bills. Light of Truth, what is going on, my friend? Columbus, Ohio. We have Iowa, go Bills. Oh, man, Boston, Massachusetts. Hamburg is in the chat. I got to tell you what, man, that is where I grew up when I was a little boy, man. When I was a kid, I lived in Hamburg, went to Frontier Middle School until my dad decided to move me down to South Carolina. So not too far away from you. Broken Arrow, Oklahoma here, representing the Bills. Brian, man, hope all is well, man. Dan, my son Travis is in here. W. Travis. Make sure you listen to your father. All right. Shout out to my boy Travis. All right, dude. Jamal, nothing is giving easy. Glendale, Arizona is in the chat. Twitchy, man, what is going on? Nah, F the Bills. Oh, man, he's upset. He is upset about something. I don't know about what. The Dominican Republic, BTW, is in the chat. Daytona, Florida, Denmark, go Bills. Huncho. Oh, man, this is all solid. Okay. So the real star of Hard Knocks has entered the chat, Tre'Davious White. That is a sleeper pick right there. That is a sleeper pick for him to be the star of Hard Knocks. I could genuinely see that. So far, guys, we are waiting for this team to actually start running some reps so we can get ideas. Right now, we're getting a good understanding of who is playing with the ones and who is not, right? So you have Cole Bishop and Trey White. Start with the ones. And then we have this little video action of Trey White talking to the people at Hard Knocks, which I am very excited. We have Bishop coming in saying, "One before I die." I think we could do that. 501 of you are in the chat rocking with me right now, folks. 292 of you are on YouTube. Guys, what is the like button count at right now? Folks, let me know how many likes have been hit, because we need to pump this stream out to the YouTube algorithm, man. I want to make sure, as I am consolidating all of this information across training camp, everybody in Bills Mafia that's not lucky enough to be there is informed. What's the like button at, folks? And whatever it's at, we got to double it, folks. There is no reason why we can't be at 250 here in about 10 minutes. Takes 3 seconds. Oh, damn, baby. 195. Crazy trucker is coming in, guys. No. We got to do better than that. We have to do better than that, folks. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up sign. Let's pump this up to about 250 to 260, man. Sitting here waiting on some updates out of camp, out of practice. Let's get this done. We have Light of Truth saying 89, 204. Okay, I am getting conflicting reports right now, folks, but it is what it is. Matthew has come in with a question for me, and I appreciate that. He says, Dan, when do the call-ins start? I'm probably going to save the call-ins for my second stream this evening. Folks, he is referring to the Garage Beer Hotline, okay? What I typically do with the Garage Beer Hotline is I allow all of my sort of audience members to have the opportunity of calling in, all right? So once you have an opportunity of doing that, I highly recommend that y'all end up subscribing and turning on bell notifications, because all season long, that's how I structure my shows. I want to talk to you guys about your thoughts on the Bills, on the NFL, the whole nine, all right? So highly recommend that you show a little bit of love, guys. And if you ever want an opportunity of being able to call in, highly recommend that you stick around for the season. I am live twice a day, Monday through Friday, unpacking all of the key topics surrounding our favorite team. And, man, I appreciate all of you for showing a little bit of love right here. 286 of you in here rocking with me. Light of Truth has come in, just refreshed, 217 likes on YouTube. 229. Dude, listen, let's get up to 300. Let's get up to 300 like buttons, folks, as we continue to look in to what we're looking at, all right? So far, there is a bit of a dead period here. We are waiting for any sort of clips that come out. We are waiting for any specific plays that are going to be highlighted. And again, make sure you follow all of these guys on X and show them some love, because without them, how would we know what was going on at camp? All right? Show some love to these guys that we are seeing. Their names, their handles are right in front of your faces, folks. Show them a little bit of love, because without them, what in the hell would I be commentating on, right? That's what we're talking about. We'll need 500 like buttons smashed, and the way Josh smashes Haley at night. Wow. Wow, man. Wow. All right. Bills to the mother-loving Super Bowl. Let's go. We have American Arrogance is in the chat. Dude, it's got to be this year. If not this year, then when? I think that is the question that we are all wondering. Bishop is saying this is the year. I mean, dude, it certainly feels that way. Like last year, I feel like our biggest weakness was depth in the secondary, was lack of pass rush. And honestly, I don't think that we can say that our front office hasn't recognized that, because out of all the moves they made in free agency and the draft, it spells out that they recognized it and they are aiming to address it. Let's hope. Let's hope, man. The biggest issue with the Bills last year was depth in the secondary and lack of pass rush. Say that we can even get to middle of the pack in pass rush, then this team is going to be very dangerous. Very dangerous. The defensive tackle position needs a serious improvement from last season. And Sean McDermott even ended up saying during his press conference that one of his biggest issues or his biggest concerns was lack of depth at the defensive tackle position, especially since we have Larry Ogunjobi and Michael Hoyt suspended for 6 games so far. Less than ideal, but what can we do? Oh, F yeah, let's go Buffalo. I don't know what it is, but I'm scared for the season. I worry the Chiefs, man. Hey, dude, listen, you know what? All we can do is take it day by day. We have Patriots 12 with the first super chat of the damn stream. I appreciate you, Patriots 12. Guys, this right here is going above and beyond, but you all know the easiest way to support me is just by hitting that free thumbs up sign that is directly below this video. We want to make sure that everybody is as informed as humanly possible on today's stream. Treat me like a radio station. Let's get this going. Patriots 12 has rolled on in. And you know what, guys? I think that it's fine right here. We can probably let in a couple of callers right now. All right. Right until we start to get some news coming out of camp by itself. I am going to allow a couple of callers into the show right now. Let's keep it short. Say, for example, that it's just a question, or say that it's a statement. I'm probably only going to allow you guys to be in for about a minute. It's not so much us having a conversation. It's more so just like you letting me know your statement / question. But feel free to call in for the time being. Let's go. Let's go, especially as we wait for some things to happen at camp that we can react to. Feel free to call in on the Garage Beer hotline, folks. Powered by Garage Beer. Beer, tasting beer, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew, what do you got, bro? What's up?
What's up, Dan? Good morning.
Hey, man, living the dream. What do you got for me?
Training camp starts. Love the red helmets. I rewatched your streams. I couldn't go live. I'm excited for this year.
Hell yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready, man. Let's go. Thanks for having me on. Go
Yeah.
Bills. Everyone spam go Bills. Everyone spam go Bills.
Spam
Thank
go
you,
Bills
Dan.
in the chat.
Keep up the good work. I'll
Yeah,
leave it to someone else now. Goodbye.
Yeah, hey, Matthew, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, man. Listen, we have some life in here right now because Bills football is back. Andy Johnson took a summer vacation from Dan Mitchell, didn't you?
I mean, I checked in here and there. It was a rough summer, so.
I hear you on that, man. I hear you on that. Well, you have been in my thoughts and prayers, and I'm so glad that you're back, my friend. Bills football is here. What's on your mind today?
Just excited the camp's finally begun.
I feel like we all are right now, man. Like we're starting to learn a few tidbits of things as far as who's running with the ones, who's running with the twos. In your opinion, right? What is the number one key for Buffalo to finally get it done this year? And did we do enough this offseason to potentially get it done? Talk to me on that.
I think so. I mean, we amped up the defensive line. Excited to see what the rookies can do, especially on the defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
I feel we got a lot of young blood in there, and hopefully they run wild this year.
And they run wild, man. They run wild, dude. Who's the one player that you're going to be keeping a close eye on at camp right before I let you go?
Walker.
Deion Walker. He's fully healthy. And Andy. And so I got to tell you what, man, we are bringing back the call-ins on the AFC East and Fourth and Forever and everything starting next week. So stay tuned for that, my friend. Very exciting.
That right away, but I will be at some point this season. You will hear from me.
That's good because TD needs to be humbled, my friend. Okay. Thank you, my friend.
Doing a good job. Humble.
Oh yeah, for sure. Andy, I love you, brother, and you enjoy the rest of your day. All right.
You.
Peace. Shout out to Andy, man. He is a regular caller on the AFC East Roundtable, which I always appreciate here. Patriots 12 $5 donation says Martin should have a ring or two, 17,000 yards, 100 touchdowns. He was stolen due to the contract issue and never got to play off TD. Hate the Jets. Bills are the only New York team. I like that. Hey, dude, I like that. Eric, backstage. What up, dude? How's life?
What's going on? What's going on, Bills Mafia?
That's what I'm talking about. What's on your mind today, dude?
So I was on YouTube last night watching, I think it was First Take or something like that, and they had the Bills and the Ravens at even Super Bowl odds. And I just want to know your take on the deal breaker there, because if that is the case, they'll eventually meet in the AFC Championship, which Lamar doesn't have a great history getting to that point. And obviously we don't because of the Chiefs. So I think the Chiefs are kind of out of the way as far as, their peak, right? But now it's like, that strong Ravens offense and defense, that we got to worry about.
So I'll tell you what, man. So whatever team does actually end up getting over that Chiefs hump needs to get the 1 seed. That is going to be the difference between the Buffalo Bills or the Baltimore Ravens making it to the Super Bowl.
Valid.
And I really believe that. As far as Kansas City, it's hard for me to say that they're completely dead. I do have question marks, especially since they're rolling with a rookie at the left tackle position. Like, that's big. And no one's talking about that. And last year, that Kansas City Chiefs team broke an NFL record by winning, I think it was 12 one-score games, while also scoring an average of 19 points per game. And now Rashee Rice is probably going to be suspended for a couple, I think 4 to 6 games. We're still waiting on official reports, but it just comes down to who gets home field advantage. And as much as I like holding on to that narrative that Baltimore is not very good in the playoffs, right with Lamar as well, it's an any given year type league, but so real answer is whoever gets the 1 seed. That's my thoughts. Yeah.
Valid.
Hell yeah, man.
Go Bills.
Yeah, man. Yeah, go Bills, man. Go Bills. Shout out Eric, dude. Eric's always in the chat. And I really appreciate my boy coming in and showing a little bit of love. All right, guys, there are some updates in Bills camp right now. Let's figure it out. How about that? Bills Outlet, who asked specifically to be added to the Beat Report. Go follow Bills Outlet as well, folks. Go follow Bills Outlet for any of the videos that he brings on out. That is my guy. A video of James Cook. Folks, all of us were concerned that James Cook may hold in. This has been a nightmare all offseason. What was going through James Cook's mind? I don't think any of us really had an answer. But here he is in the flesh, staring at us right in our damn eyeballs, and things are absolutely beautiful. 17, 2 for 2. Look at that, man. Wow. We are desperate for some content here, folks. He's 2 for 2 in his passing drills already. Just look at that form, man. Look, so for some reason I saw a video where they started looking at athletes' performances after they get married. Vast majority of them cease very successful years following. So I wonder if Haley Steinfeld, now being Josh Allen's wife, is going to play a role into our quarterback, potentially going back-to-back at the position for the MVP. I think that's a fair question. We have 298 of you watching me on YouTube right now, 226 of you on X. Folks, do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up sign right now. It is the easiest way to show some love. I think there's no reason why we shouldn't be over 300 like buttons as we continue. Guys, I am consolidating all of the information coming out of training camp so you guys can stay informed and you're not playing catch up by the end of the day, all right? You are going to be the first to know what happens at training camp as if you were there in person. We have QB1. He's locking in. He's going through with it. Josh Reed. Look at that. Look at that. What does everybody have to say in the chat? What's up, Dan? Hope all is well. JME from Long Island, New York. I hate this time of the season because of initial updates. Nerves be on edge, hoping we make it through the day with no major issues. Go Bills. It's certainly an anxiety-filled time for sure. I am doing my best to rip the Band-Aid off immediately, though. I'm really hoping that we can walk away with no injuries. This team has stayed relatively healthy at least on the offensive front last year. But let's just hope that we can stay as healthy as humanly possible. What's been ideal? So 1 year in 2020 where like we were really healthy. I would love another year like that. Kevin has come in from Facebook saying, I wasn't worried about Cook. He loves his money. No way he's taking those fines, especially still on his rookie contract. And that's true, right? Like he's set to make $5 million this year. And the only way that he makes that $5 million is as if he plays each and every single game, or he is active on the roster each and every single game. So that's going to be it. Have a video from Alex Brasky here. The MVP is ready to defend his crown. Josh Allen back at Bills training camp. Dude, he's sitting there. He's warming up real fast. Just give me the 11 on 11s, folks. Give me the 11 on 11s, the 7 on 7s. I need updates. How are some of these new pieces fitting in to the Buffalo Bills system? So far, and the only update that we have heard thus far is Cole Bishop and Tre'Davious White are running with the ones. But don't worry, I have a feeling that we're about to be getting a lot of tidbit informations coming in here soon. The Giants have named Russ QB1. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I sincerely appreciate that, man. I am going to have to really get in on my NFL grind once this stream is over, because as many of you know, I cover the NFL as well. So I'm going to have to play catch up once this stream is up. But obviously, Bills Mafia is and always will be my first priority. We have Lighter of Truth. I believe Josh Allen is a man of integrity, so his marriage with Haley will inspire him to be the best he can be. Go, Josh. Go, Bills. Light of Truth, you are speaking that into existence, and I love it. I sincerely love it. This makes it easier to follow along while I am at work. One-stop shop for Bills news. Josh Brown, my guy, longtime supporter. What is going on, man? I hope all is well, and I appreciate all the love you consistently give me, my friend. I'm pretty sure Cook gets paid next year, because don't we get saved from the Diggs contract? So it's still up in the air, right? Say that you were to ask Thurman Thomas, who actually went on record saying that he believes James Cook is going to get a deal during training camp, or whether or not that you believe. Okay, we have a Josh Allen to Dalton Kincaid pass. Of course, it's unguarded, folks, but this is one of the first looks that we have in establishing chemistry. We have said that Dalton Kincaid and Josh Allen need to get back on the right page, because last year was not acceptable, was unacceptable. But back to James Cook. So this Buffalo Bills regime has never paid a running back over $4 million per year. And the only one that was close was Nyheim Hines. But then obviously we ended up voiding his contract due to the jet ski ordeal. Soon as when Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott took over, in 2018, they cut LaShawn McCoy, who was like an $8 million cap hit. And since then, all we have done was just reloaded with like mid-tier veterans and drafted, right? So we can look at Devin Singletary, who ran his couple of years, and then we walked away from him once it was time to pay him. Same thing with James Cook, right? Say that you were to ask me, I think that's what Buffalo intends on doing. And look, I would be fine if James Cook gets a contract. I am a big fan of James Cook. I'm just going off of the behavior of the front office is why I'm not getting my hopes up. But things can happen, right? Bills cornerback, linebackers, and safeties are getting in some work day one. Josh Reed, shout out Josh Reed for providing this little clip for all of us to react to. I absolutely love it. The MVP is ready to defend his crown. Josh Allen back at Bills training camp. He's doing his thing, man. Oh, my God. Inject these clips into my veins, dude. What can you do? What can you do? Kiggs, I appreciate the question, man. Thank you so much. And Chris is saying, I will be back to go give some one-on-one phone service. No problem, man. No problem. I am going to be here, I could imagine, for, I'd say, another hour and a half. Statement, I'm most excited to see our rookies and new players and how they perform. I feel like chemistry is very important, especially when you look at the players that I think are going to be starters, like first on the depth chart, or even the next man up if an injury happens. A lot of people are obsessed with Deion Walker, fourth-round defensive tackle from Kentucky. Me, not so much. I am hoping that I am wrong. Yes, his size is there, but is his athleticism there? Some people are saying it was his back injury in Kentucky that slowed him down. Prove it. That's what I got to see. Because when it comes into one tech defensive tackle, when it comes into second person on the depth chart to Daquan Jones, that's one of my biggest question marks on this roster. Do I trust Daquan Jones to step up? Or do I trust Deion Walker to fill Jones's shoes? Yeah, I don't know. I think that is the question. Wow, y'all are more worried about training camp than our own team. Diabolical. I don't know what you mean, man. I don't know what you mean. Beth B. Cook will either get a deal done during camp so it can be filmed, or we are paying him after the season when we have cap. Look, I sincerely hope so. A little James Cook for your... Oh, look at that. Speaking of which, folks, and also, guys, whatever video I end up showing you, please go show this person or whatever person I show some love over on X. Let them know that I sent you to them, all right? Because without all of these guys, we would have nothing to react to. But we have Alex Brasky posting a video of James Cook finally getting his work in. Man. And we can appreciate that ad nauseum. We really, really can. We really, really can. Shout out to Kevin Masari. Dude, my boy Kevin. Look at that, folks. A little James Cook action. It's so nice to see him taking his reps. It's absolutely insane. Guys, 320 of you are on the stream as we speak. I need there to be at least 350 like buttons hit. I think that we can do it. I am doing my best to consolidate all of the information that is happening at training camp right now so it can appear like you guys are sitting there in person. I don't want you guys to have to go through your workday and play catch up from all the information that comes out of Bills camp. I want to make sure that you are informed immediately. So look at me as a radio station while you go about your day-to-day responsibilities. Hit that thumbs up sign for me. And say, for example, you're new here. Feel free to subscribe and turn on bell notifications as well. We are really building a very solid live chat community, which I am very excited about launching into the 2025 season, guys. I am live twice a day, Monday through Friday, always talking Bills. I always make sure that I talk to the audience in the live chat. I get everybody's takes. I try to engage with my audience as much as humanly possible. I think that sort of separates me from a lot of content creators. So lock on in, baby. This is the channel where you are heard. Joey Gonzalez, how worried does the defensive line have you, considering that we'll be without two of our new additions sitting out on suspension? It's a massive concern. It is a massive concern because who exactly is going to fill in for Daquan Jones? Say, for example, that Ed Oliver has to go down for a couple of games. I trust Dwayne Carter, and so I trust Sanders. But then it comes into Daquan Jones. I'm not buying into the whole thing that Carter is going to transition over to a one tech. I am not going to buy into the fact that, like, we could have Carter, like, make the transition over to a one tech. Like, we really only have two guys that I genuinely believe can play the position, and that's Daquan Jones and Deion Walker. And Walker is unproven. Like, we could all sit here and say, oh, he had a back injury at Kentucky, and that's why he had an off season. I mean, I hope so, right? So, soon as when Ogunjobi and Hoyt come back, I'm going to be feeling a hell of a lot better. And luckily, like, when it comes into our schedule, of course, ignoring the Baltimore Ravens matchup. Like, we have a cakewalk. So say that we had to miss out on our interior defensive line depth at any point of the season, I'm glad it's now, right? So that's my thoughts, at least. How long is the suspension? 6 games for both of them. But luckily, like I said, we have some favorability when it comes into opponents. Like, week 1 is probably going to be tough, but let's just hope that Ed Oliver and Daquan can stay relatively healthy. But afterwards, it's the Jets, followed by the Dolphins, followed by the Saints, right? Followed by some other team that, quite frankly, does not deserve to be on the field with us. So our schedule is ideal. as Matthew Bove, Joshua Palmer coming right at you, like actually right at you. Matthew Bove, dude, those hands, that route running. I got to see it. We have Josh Allen's new target, Josh Palmer. Yet another angle right here from Alex Brasky. Shout out Brasky. Shout out Bove. Shout out everybody that is contributing to our viewing pleasure. Again, guys, go show them some love over on X. Give them a follow and let them know that I sent you while you're reacting to it. Yo, what's good? Go Bills, Jason. What's good, brother? Hope all is well, man. We have Joshua Archer has come in with a question. What do you think Bean does to create cap space for in-season operation funds? Great question. So I think the easiest answer is going to be Deion Dawkins restructure, then perhaps a Dawson Knox restructure. But it just depends on where the organization's thoughts are on Dawson Knox. Because next year, we technically have an out on Dawson Knox's contract. And we drafted Jackson Hawes, who is technically the exact same type of tight end that Dawson Knox is. And we have Dalton Kincaid. So I think he's going to take that Dawson Knox contract or potential restructure and put that down as one of his last options. Because what I think is he wants to see what he has out of Hawes. Then next up, we could potentially extend James Cook as well. That is also how you end up creating some space. That's likely how you can do it, at least. That's likely how you're going to do it. Excuse me, guys. Had a text message I need to lock into. All right. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. We need everybody to hit that like button the way that Henry Ruggs. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Some dark jokes. I like it. I like it. We have Josh Palmer Pro Bowl season incoming. Man, talk to me about this. I don't see Bob. Is he at Chiefs camp? Bob is not at Chiefs camp. Folks, say that you're new here. So he is referring to my good friend Bob. And while I watch Buffalo Bills games, if something happens that gets me very emotional, I typically beat the shit out of Bob. So highly recommend that right as you are coming in to these streams, just make sure that you put a mental note that I give my live play-by-play reactions to all Bills games, and Bob gets an ass beating each and every single game. So say that that's your cup of tea. Lock in. Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's what we're talking about. My God, I love it. My God, I love it. Okay, we have Bills running back James Cook wants a new deal, but while he waits, he's at camp working. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Shout out to Josh Reed for this video. Man, this is good. I have a feeling that 7-on-7s and 11-on-11s are about to be here at any moment. At any moment, man. We're going to have to see. Crypto, yes, I'm a big crypto guy. I am a massive crypto guy, my friend. Dan, I enjoy your content and channel. Scott, I enjoy your contribution, and I enjoy all of your feedback / your 2 cents that you put into the live chat, man. I sincerely appreciate you for being a supporter. I really do. So are they going to appeal it, or so is it a drug fail? I don't believe that they plan on appealing it. I think both of them are suspended due to PEDs. So it's going to be 6 games with some question marks at the defensive tackle depth position. So we just need to hope that Ed Oliver and Daquan Jones can stay healthy all season, but right at the very least, at least for the first 6 games. You don't think they go with Mike White over Mitch and save $1 million. That is also one option that a lot of us don't talk about. I want to say that we would save closer to $2.2 million last time I took a look at over the cap / spot track. That could also be an option as well. So it's a Dawkins restructure. Second would be releasing Mitchell Trubisky and going with Mike White as QB2. And then third, I think, could be Dawson Knox. And fourth could potentially be an extension for James Cook. That could potentially end up bringing us over the top as far as some spending capital. Say that Brandon Beane elects to make a move toward the trade deadline. So a couple of different options for us here. Oh, 7-on-7s are here, folks. Shout out Brasky. Third play on 7-on-7, Josh Allen and Elijah Moore for a short touchdown pass. Let's go. 7-on-7s, folks. 7-on-7 update. Josh Allen and Elijah Moore connect for a touchdown. Let's go inject it in my veins, folks. Get that chemistry going. With the ones have Elijah Moore, that speedy devil. Oh, my God, I've been waiting for this. I have been waiting for this to happen. Oh, my God, another one. Josh Allen to Keon Coleman during 7-on-7s. Coleman unable to haul one in off of his hands up high, arms outstretched. Damn it, Keon Coleman. 7-on-7 update. Keon Coleman unable to connect with Josh Allen in 7-on-7s. All right, that's another one. That is another one, folks. Listen, shout out Brasky. Shout out AJ Cebulski. And the Elijah Moore videos are flying around, and man, he is silky smooth. I can't wait to see if this guy can ball out with the Buffalo Bills. Maybe he just needed the environment, folks. Maybe he just needed the environment to get up in here. 330 of you are in the YouTube chat, folks. I think that we could very easily get up to 350 like buttons smashed. I am consolidating all of the information surrounding Bills training camp today, so you do not need to play catch up, folks. Treat me like a radio station. Hit that thumbs up sign. Let's get up to 400 likes. 500 by the end of this stream. I think that is indeed doable. All right, subscribe and turn on bell notifications. And you know what? In fact, subscribe, right? Yo, why is everyone spamming Bob in the chat? Yo, why is everybody spamming Bob in the chat? We have Low Piccolo has come in. Dan's blood starts pumping every time he sees a new update. It does, man. It does. Thank God I am a cardio aficionado, or I probably would have died of a heart attack a long time ago. New Bills wide receiver, Josh Palmer. Okay, we already saw that one. Okay, we had Josh Allen to Keon Coleman during 7-on-7s. Coleman unable to haul one in off his hands up high, arms outstretched. All right, listen, man. So far we got it. And I feel like everybody wants me to hit Bob. There you go, fool. There you go, folks. That's what the people want, huh? That's what the people want, man. Some abusive Bob already. So I tried to give him a bit of a summer vacation. My fault, Dad. I said spam Bob if you want Bob merch. We can get Bob merch going. Yeah, yeah, we can get some Bob merch going this season. I think Curtis Samuel is going to have a productive year. He's got a lot to prove. Josh, look, man, I am the president of the Curtis Samuel Believers Club. I don't know why. Like, maybe it is delusion. However, I would like to point out that more than likely, last year it had to do with him suffering through his turf toe injury, and Joe Brady, his play calling with him like sort of involved, so was at full display. It seemed like 75 to 80% of all of his targets, at least toward the beginning of the season, were behind the line of scrimmage. So I think that's how Brady was utilizing him to somehow make it easy. So I'm hoping that we could really end up having an answer for him. Josh Allen tries to find Ty Johnson over the middle for a touchdown during 7-on-7s. Joe Andreessen and Cam Lewis there to knock it away. Is Joe Andreessen? Damn, it's the ones versus the twos, folks. It is the ones versus the twos. I think he had a better season than it seemed. All right. Training camp MVP. Absolutely. Bob just gave us bunny ears, man. Screw Bob. Okay. Josh, is Elijah Moore a traditional type wide receiver or a gadget guy like McKenzie? He's definitely a traditional. He spends about 50% in the slot and 50% on the outside based off of his snap share so far through his career. And Brady has already said that he's not willing to commit to one guy exclusively being the X wide receiver. He wants to move everybody around. And who are we to question him, especially last year when we had a team that was number one in points on average per game? It's tough. What Joe Brady does works. What Joe Brady does works. We have Bills wide receiver Josh Palmer. That's beautiful, man. Like, that's just beautiful. I really don't know how anybody could be upset. And remember, guys, like, one thing I do want to point out, for these first couple of days at training camp, more than likely, don't take anything from the trenches. Like, we're not going to learn anything from the trenches today. So the offensive line and defensive line, or even really the run game as well. Soon as when pads go on, that's when we start to get answers with those specific position groups. But now So the biggest takeaways are only going to come from wide receivers and DBs right now. So do keep that in mind. Like, we have no idea how, so the O-line or D-line is performing because, again, zero pads. We have no idea. We have RB screen game is coming in. Is there any good plays by Josh or the defense? So far, all we have heard, and that's per Alex Brasky, he has said that Josh and Elijah Moore connected for a short touchdown. So that's something to look at. And then, so we had a miss with Keon Coleman and a miss to Ty Johnson from Josh Allen to begin. Pads should go on day 5, indeed. So for these first 4 days, folks, we are only going to be looking at, so we're only going to be seeing, for the most part, so real takeaways from wide receivers, DBs, maybe from running backs, but only in the passing game, and of course our quarterbacks. So take all of that with a grain of salt to begin. Let's go. We have Spidey Munn. I'm pretty sure he's injured his hand last season after hitting Bob so much. I did. He he messed it up. Wow. Shut up. Okay. So with Dawson Knox injured, rookie tight end Jackson Hawes is getting some reps with some first teams during 11-on-11s. Dawson Knox injured. Jackson Hawes, our recent draft pick, is here. I have not seen anything. So about okay. We cannot allow that. So there is no fake news allowed in the live chat or you're banned. All right. Let's go from that. We have Joey Gonzalez. Hope we stay healthy through training camp. Here we go, Buffalo. I agree. Statement. Allen's weapons upgraded way more than last year, and we had the highest scoring offense last year. This is our year. Which offensive line backup moves up a notch? So I feel like we're probably just going to end up like running with our starters from last year. Of course, you have Alec Anderson, who is our 6th man, especially since the Bills run a lot of jumbo package as well. And with Alec Anderson, like, he's like the next man up for literally all of the interior offensive line positions. So we'll see who makes this team, man. We really will. Dan is like the Finns and Jets Super Bowl ring. Oh my God. Question. What is the future of our running back room? Say that we get rid of Cook. I don't understand why we wouldn't sign him. Say that he wants $15 million. Should we give him the progressive incentives to get to $15 million? So I don't think that Cook really wants the average annual salary metric I do think that is a slept on thing, and people pay way too much attention to AAV. Like, what he really wants is guaranteed money. Say, for example, that Buffalo were to give him a $36 million 3-year deal, which on paper would be $12 million a year, but we guaranteed $30 million of it. He's going to take that. Don't look at AAV, because that is your full contract split evenly year by year, but that's also including some of the funds that would only kick in if they are still on the roster once guarantees are over with. So I think what would get it done for James would be about $12 million a year for a 3-year contract and $30 million guaranteed. I think that gets it done. I really, really do. With Dawson Knox injured, rookie tight end Jackson Hawes is getting some reps with the first teams during 11-on-11. Man, let's go. Remember the name Javon Solomon. I am a massive advocate for our boy Javon Solomon. Massive advocate. He was my draft crush 2 years ago, and I would love to see him make an impact. I really would. I really, really would. All right, let's see. Finn's rule, bro. I do not allow trolls in here anymore. Say that you want to troll, then save it for the AFC East roundtable. But say that you want to talk ball, then you're more than welcome to. But if not, I'm going to ban you. Question. So what are you saying is an easy deal gets us Cook? So we better sign him or the Bills are cheap then. So what are you saying is an easy deal to get us Cook? For me, so I'd be fine with a $36 million contract, 3 years. And we just have a set of guarantees. I'd say for about $30 million would be fair in my eyes. But is Brandon Beane going to do it? Half of the reason why I think that when you look at the Buffalo Bills roster, for the most part, we're very well diverse as far as having strengths in just about every single position group. When you start to look at teams like the Cincinnati Bengals, for example, like their defense is absolutely atrocious all across the board. And largely why that is because 3 players on their offense account for about 60% of their overall cap space. What Brandon Beane has done is that he doesn't overpay in particular positions and he leverages young players on rookie contracts. That's why we are able to be so well-rounded as a roster. So when you see players that, or like you see teams that have so much of their success and finances in 4 to 5 players, and the perfect example is the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals, you'll look at their rosters and see massive holes all across the board at multiple position groups. Whereas in Buffalo, there is maybe one position group that makes me nervous, and that's safety. As far as depth is concerned, maybe on the D line, but that's going to be solved by like 6 weeks. So I'd be fine with the deal from Cook. I'm just not getting my hopes up because Beane has never paid a running back more than $4 million like per year. So that's why I think that will more than likely just go to the draft immediately next year. And look, guys, so when it comes into like rookie running backs, that is one of the few positions in the NFL that can make a day one impact and have a very little learning curve. Like running backs year one, it doesn't really take a lot for them to get up to speed with the NFL. Like you always ultimately end up seeing that. And also like look at some of the high powered offenses right in the NFL. Many of them have the exact same mentality as Buffalo's, right? So the Kansas City Chiefs, right? So they started off with Kareem Hunt, and then they brought in Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and now they have Pacheco. Like we will see if Pacheco ends up getting paid. I don't believe that they will. It's just how the league looks at everything. So we'll see. Me, big James Cook fan. Would absolutely love for him to be on this team, but I mean, let's see. With Trey White earning first team reps at CB2, and this is AJ Cebulski, on day one of Bills training camp, we know this. Max Harrison will have earned his job at CB2 if he is starting week 1. Beating out White, who is a seasoned veteran in the Sean McDermott system, would be very impressive. Absolutely. Listen, if he ends up winning this position at CB2, then he outright deserves it. 0 questions asked. 0 questions asked. Guys, 374 of you are currently rocking with me right now as I am consolidating all of the news coming out of Bills training camp today. I don't want you guys to have to play catch up once training camp is over, picking away and finding pieces so you can get a good idea of how the Bills looked. So that's why I do these streams each and every single training camp practice each and every single year. All I ask, say for example, that you are like rocking with this show, just do me a favor and hit that thumbs up sign right now, man. 690 of you are rocking with me this morning. 372 of you are on YouTube. And we have 299 of you on X. 6 rings. I'm not taking callers right now, but I will take callers a bit later today. Okay, Ben? Love you, bro. Love you, bro. I will have callers come in a bit later on my second stream. I just had a little bit of time to bring callers in earlier. Don't worry. We are going to be having a set-in call-in show later this afternoon. I appreciate you, though, man. I appreciate you coming in and showing a little bit of love. W. Dan is Bills Mafia #1 radio station with no troll tunes allowed. So I'm fine with trolls occasionally. So especially when it comes into like live play-by-play reactions, but we will see. Oh, we have Joey Bosa from Brasky. He says, Bosa. Okay, so with Bosa appears to be healthy and ready to go during his first day of training camp. No limitations for Bosa that I can see. He participated in both individual drills and team drills. He looks good. And just remember, guys, 0 pads, so we don't know just yet. So I'm hoping we can keep all of our running backs together for at least a couple more years. Cook, Davis, Ty Johnson is a hell of a trip, in my opinion. Dan, what time will you stream later? Beth, likely, I feel like I'm going to be live at around 4 p.m. EST. 4, more than likely. Maybe 5, because that's going to be leading up right to the AFC East roundtable. So I do want to go on ahead and lock that in. Let's see. Trey White is slow as molasses. Jon Snow. Everyone remember this moment when Joey Bosa was healthy. What's up at DF? What's up? I'm only worried about the defense. For the record, I am super high on the team this year. I am asking the Cook question because I'm a huge James Cook fan. So am I, bro. So am I. We back. Let's go. Life of Oz. What's going on, man? Hope all is well. 704 of you are rocking with me right now. 393 are on YouTube. 302 are on X. Guys, do me a favor. I think that we could very easily get up to 400 like buttons hit. Chat, how many like buttons have been hit? Because we need to find a new goal. We want 500 likes before the end of this show. Shout out to William Matar. If you're ever hurt in a car, you better call William Matar. And this stream is also powered by Garage Beer. All right. Beer tasting beer, folks. Grab yourself a case of Garage Beer and send me pictures on X once you're slamming them. Let's make it happen. Coleman made his money on broken plays because he cannot run routes. Ooh. Yikes. Stacey King. Not a fan. Let me see. We have Bosa. He's coming in. He's making some plays. He's doing his thing. Dan, Deion Walker is fully healthy, and Christian Benford locking things down. Dude, look at that, man. I think Matthew is at camp. Matthew, let us know if you were at camp in person, because we would love to have an insider right in the damn chat letting us know. I'm sitting here waiting on a few more updates. We have Brasky coming in saying that Terry Pagula is at Bills training camp practice watching with his wife, Kim, who sits in an SUV beyond the end zone of the practice field. They also brought the family dog to watch the team. Prayers up. Look at that. Q. All right. So is there any update on Matt Milano today? Hopefully not. And so you guys got Bosa. I feel like everyone forgot that. I feel like everybody forgot that, man. Question, is there any update on Matt Milano? Sometimes when it comes into Matt Milano, I feel like no news is good news. And so I'm not sure if we all have the same sentiment. With what Brandon Beane has done in the offseason with free agency and the draft, I believe this team is now the Bills' best shot at finally winning the Super Bowl. I hope that you are correct, my friend. I really do. I really, really do. We have Jamal Williams got $3 million a year after that. So any hope for us getting Hendrickson? What happens if he doesn't get paid? I have no idea. So I've seen a couple of speculation online of how Buffalo could potentially make it work. Look, say that we could make it happen. I would be the happiest Bills fan you have ever seen. I just don't know if Beane is willing to pull the trigger. First team defense dominated the first round on 7-on-7s and full team drills, all in the red zone. Lots of zone stuff, just no windows. You love to see it. You love to see it. First team defense dominating on 7-on-7s is good. Folks, one thing I like to say, you always want your defense to be ahead of your offense. So you always want your defense to be ahead of your offense in training camp. Eventually, with the offense, we'll figure it out. I am very happy about this. I am very, very happy about this. You have no question. And do we even have the space for that? We could potentially do it. So we would need to restructure Dawkins and restructure Dawson Knox. And then we'd probably need to trade Epinesa as well, right to Cincinnati. And then we would need to give Trey Hendrickson a brand new contract and make his base salary very low with like a massive like back-end contract with guarantees. It could be done. I just don't know if Beane is going to get it done. I'm not at camp. I wish, but Maddie and Anthony from Cover One posted those things. I love that Benford is here. I love that. I would not be mad at Hendrickson trade as long as the Bills do not give up a first-round pick. Just pay him in incentives. I would not be mad at Hendrickson. Just don't give up a first-round pick. Just pay him in incentives. He's not going to take that. He's definitely not going to take that because it sounds like Cincinnati is willing to fully guarantee his first year and not his second and his third. He wants guaranteed cash for all 3 years. Like he wants a deal like TJ Watt and Myles Garrett. And that's likely what we would need to do. in order to make something like that happen. I don't think that he's not going to accept a contract like that. If our offense is the best in the league, it gives our defense some great reps. So if our defense is making plays, it says a lot. Absolutely. Agreed. Our draft picks will keep us relevant. Absolutely. I will be at camp on Monday. Have fun, Bella. Have fun. We are all excited about all of this. Guys, does anyone know when the first episode of Hard Knocks comes out? From what I understand, it's August 5th. It is August 5th when it rolls out. I do want to thank Josh Allen. No player in the league has made me more money on player prop bets than Josh Allen. I love it. I love it, man. Odds of the Bills going 20-0, higher than the Sabres making the playoffs. I'd probably go with the Bills going 20-0 right over the Sabres making the playoffs for sure. Bills just need to get past the Ravens week 1, and then we will go on a roll. It is a very favorable schedule, and I'm all about it. August, okay, thanks, Dan. Yes, I believe the first episode is Tuesday, August 5th. We need to play way more man-to-man. That's why I'm hoping Maxwell beats out White. We have Michael Hall. Dan, will you be at training camp practices? I will not be, my friend. I am going to be covering all of it remotely, and I appreciate that. 406 of you are in the chat. 402 of you are in the chat. Guys, listen, it's been a while since we did a roll call. I don't want you guys to be shy. I am talking to everybody that is lurking in the background. Roll call in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I want to understand how far Bills Mafia truly extends. Roll call in the chat. Let me know while I use the restroom real quick. I will be right back. Roll call in the chat while I'm gone. Knock it out. We back. Roll call in the chat, folks. Roll call in the chat. Let's lock it in. Roll calling in the chat, man. Look at that, guys. You guys have been going insane. And by the way, 359 likes, folks. Do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up sign for me. Let's get to 400 like buttons. Actually, 500. Charlotte, North Carolina is in the chat. Will, what is going on, man? Whitney Point, New York. We have Buffalo. We have Ontario. We have Louisville, New York, Valley of the Sun, Arizona, Glendale, Arizona, Cleveland, New York, representing from Denver, Connecticut, still at work. Feel free to use me as a radio station, my friend. I am keeping you updated. Tulsa, Oklahoma, Walterville, Maine is in the chat. Toronto, Port Charlotte, Florida, Lynchburg, Virginia, Colorado, go Bills. New Mexico is in the chat. Oil City, Pennsylvania, Las Vegas, Surprise, Arizona, go Bills. That's an awesome town name, by the way. New Brunswick, New Jersey, Lexington, Kentucky, Buffalo, Naples, Corona, California, Lando Lakes, Florida, Dominican Republic. Look at that, Todd. That's beautiful. Saratoga Springs. Guys, keep on keeping on with this damn roll call. I am indeed interested. Smash that like button on your way in, folks. 500 likes is what we are looking for. 500 likes. All right. So we have some updates here. So far. And by the way, I do see you Bowling Green, Kentucky, Charlotte, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Los Angeles. Welcome to the chat, okay? So we have early cornerback pairs. We have Trey and Benford, Hairston and Dane. So it sounds like Hairston is indeed running with the twos. Trey and Benford are running with the ones. Not surprised there. Alex Brasky, first-team defensive line to begin second period on 11 on 11s. 11 on 11s is here, folks. We have Michael Hoyt at edge. We have Dwayne Carter at defensive tackle. Larry Ogunjobi at defensive tackle. Edge, Joey Bosa, Cole Bishop, and Tre'Davious White with the first team extensively. Obviously, we are getting as much as we can. How about a roll call from Dan? Where is Dan from? Don't worry about where I'm from, man. I'm just kidding. I live in Destin, Florida. my friend. I live in Destin, Florida, and the FBI, all right, is watching me right now, man. Is watching me, dude. Semporius, New York. Only 7 more Sundays until week 1. I cannot wait. Who is out there for the safeties? So according to Brasky, it sounds like Cole Bishop is with the first team. I don't know who the other safety is. I can only imagine it's Taylor Rapp. That's what we're looking at so far. And the early CB pairings are let me write some notes. Ogunjobi and Hoyt running with first team D line. Trey and Benford 1s, Max and Dane 2s. And Dorian Strong has not gotten an opportunity as of yet, but it is day 1. Have no fear. Have no fear. Go Bills from Wesley Chapel, Florida, all the way into Alabama. That is beautiful. It sucks we won't have Michael Hoyt. Won't be playing for a couple of weeks during the season. It's nice that we have a pretty favorable schedule. We have Eric has come in. Destin, land of beautiful blue water. Dude, it's beautiful out here. It's beautiful out here, man. I am certainly blessed to live in such a beautiful place. Yeah, dude, it's awesome. And so I highly recommend that y'all put Destin on as a possible vacation one of these days. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, man. You have no idea. All right, guys, listen, we are starting to get some 11-on-11s which are running, which tells me, all right, hey. Benford smothered Keon on a short out at the goal line. Next snap, thought Moore had Trey beat on the second move. Little contact, got Moore off stride. I thought it was a flag, but the ref right on the spot didn't throw again. So Tre'Davious White made a play on Elijah Moore, folks. His physicality, his contact bumped him off of his route, and he made a damn play. Who cannot be thrilled about this? Who's not thrilled about this, folks? Who is not thrilled about this, folks? That is absolutely beautiful. I am thrilled. How's Keon looking this morning? So far, out of the 2 reps that we have learned, not so good. He missed 1, and then it sounds like Benford is just smothering Keon. But hey, listen, you know what? That is our cornerback who does his thing. Who's Paris Hand be balling? Dude, look at that, man. Love them both. Yay, and the defense is doing good. Trey came in clutch for us in the divisional round. Dude, he certainly did. He certainly did. And now he's making plays on Elijah Moore, our speedster. That is how he wins. Alex Brasky is coming with an update. Balin Spector with a great play in coverage, recovering to make a diving pass breakup near the back of the end zone. Spector is healthy after he was banged up in the spring and is taking advantage of early opportunities in training camp. I don't think Spector makes this team, but here we are. Here we are, folks. And Benford has been on lock today. He has, dude, he has, man. He is earning his effing cash, baby. He's earning his cash. Don't love seeing Keon getting clamped to start, but every rep is a new rep. Again, guys, you want to see your defense far ahead of your offense prior to, or especially with the beginning of training camp. Say that the defense was absolutely getting cooked, then we should probably be concerned about our defense. But look, like that's what we need. So we know what this offense is capable of. Like we know what it is. It's virtually the exact same offense from a starter's perspective. So we're okay. Benford has to be the best guy on defense from now on. I mean, dude, he's CB1, and he's going to show the entire world that he has been slept on across the league. That I can tell you. Benford is the man. I'm trying to see Max do something today. So right now, bro, he's running with the 2s. So he is lined up with Dane Jackson and him. Balin Spector, real nice play to break up a throw in the back of the end zone from White to Matt Sokol. Damn. Look at that, man. Balin Spector with a solid play. All right. Folks, smash that like button, man. Smash that like button as you are coming in. 729 of you are rocking with me right now. 386 of you are on YouTube. 331 of you are on X. Do me a favor, folks. Hit that thumbs up sign for me. I think we could easily get to 500 like buttons. I am consolidating all of the information that is happening at training camp right now. All right. And make sure that when you subscribe, you turn on bell notifications so you never miss an episode. I am live Monday through Friday twice. All right. And I always make sure that my audience has an opportunity of calling in and having a good time. Josh Allen to Dalton Kincaid, touchdown in the red zone. We saw a lot of that in the spring. Let's go, baby. Josh Allen to Dalton Kincaid in 11 on 11s. Josh Allen to Dalton Kincaid in 11 on 11s. For a touchdown in red zone drills. I love, folks, listen, we need Josh and Dalton Kincaid to find that chemistry that they had year one. That is beautiful. We certainly need that. Ray Davis is going to have a breakout year. Real BIIIP, my boy. He's a Virginia Tech guy. I can appreciate that. Dawson Knox has a hamstring injury and no timetable for return. Spencer Brown back, Cedric Van Pran calf, and Laviska Shenault lower leg. No timetable for those three. Also, none of them will practice. Indeed, man. Indeed. What are the positions of the two guys on suspension and why were they suspended? So they're two interior defensive linemen, and so they were added so to be depth players. PEDs, my friend. PEDs. Oh, look at that. Hairston out with Benford. Folks, Hairston is getting his reps at the one. Hairston out with Benford. Thought he dealt with a bunch of formations well, but Josh lasered completion just past Hairston into the sideline, but short of the end zone. Next snap, Hairston kind of got lost in a zone look, and Josh squeezed a touchdown to Kincaid right by him. Folks, it's rookie lumps, baby. It's rookie lumps. Don't be mad at Hairston. This is Josh Allen, the MVP that we are talking about right now, folks. Josh Allen, the MVP we are talking about. He's going to get his lumps right now, man. Like, he looked good, but then afterwards, Josh just ended up taking advantage of the player that he was, man. All we heard during last year's training camp was how amazing the Allen and Kincaid connection was. Hopefully they do the same damn thing this season, right? I'm hoping that's the case. I love to hear that Mac is getting reps, though. Me too. Listen, he needs these reps. Benford needs the rock the helmet Rap did last year. Beth B, let's go. This is how Hairston learns, by getting absolutely cooked by Josh Allen on a couple of reps. I like that. I sincerely like that, man. I really, really do. Hairston out with Benford. We had Kincaid makes a contested catch with some contact in the end zone. Huge reaction from the offense. Man. Hamlin and Cole Bishop now working together at safety. Max Harrison and Christian Benford at cornerback. Touchdown in the red zone. Okay, guys, listen, we are starting to get some saucy news right now. Saucy news from all of the 11 on 11s that we were all hoping for. 404 of you are in the chat right now, folks. Do not be shy. I am consolidating all of the Bills news coming out of training camp today. I am doing this each and every single morning. When there is a Bills training camp, I am going to be live, folks. Hit that thumbs up sign for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't had an opportunity of doing so already. I'm actually curious to see if we have broken a goal. I think we may have. Hold on. Hold on, man. I am curious to see. I am curious right now. Guys, folks, right now where we stand, we are at 43,971 subscribers. I know for a damn fact that out of the 403 of you watching, that there is at least 70 of you that are not subscribed. Let's hit 44,000 today on the channel. How about that? Let's hit 44,000 subscribers on the channel, folks. While you're hitting that like button, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up sign and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 44,000. I think that we can do it. 43,971 of you are currently rocking with me right now. Man, I think we can get it done. We could easily get it done. There is 29 of you watching right now that are not subscribed. Just hit that subscribe button. It's completely free. It is completely free, folks. I am dead set on keeping you as entertained as humanly possible. Max Harrison is now running with the one or the first team defense. Started the day with the second team. Harrison out with Benford. Thought he dealt with a bunch of formations well, but Josh lasered completion. Okay. So we got that. Rookie cornerback Jordan Hancock playing some second-team nickel cornerback. That's big. He's also listed as a safety, by the way. He is also listed as a safety as well. So where is Hancock going to be playing? I think that's the question. Folks, 43,973 of you have subscribed. Subscribe to the channel right now, folks. 404 of you. I know for damn sure there's 27 of you watching that are not subscribed and just rocking with me right now. Hit that thumbs up sign. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's lock in. Let's lock in, baby. Let's lock in. All right, man. We are learning quite a bit. So I don't got time right now, Dwayne. So imagine holding a second-year player accountable when he's already 12th ranked at this position. If he had an injury, you could watch on film, toughed it out. Never seen a player get hate on Kincaid like he does. Answer: if Kincaid can't produce, how do you feel about Knox's role in the offense? Hopefully he's incorporated. 417 likes, folks. I like it. Hey, JTL, McDermott looks good on you, bruh. Congrats. Look at that, man. One of the Bills players will earn Defensive Rookie of the Year. All right. Let's see. Statement. I feel Kincaid is still getting hate because of the Chiefs drop. In my opinion, he's shown many flashes of high-end play. It's going to come down to consistency and almost all of staying healthy. What is good, Bills fans? Ready for game one versus you guys, respectfully speaking. Ravens 9-1-12. I love when a respectful person rolls in from a rival fan base. This is awesome. Welcome to the show, Ravens 912. We appreciate you, man. Looking forward to the matchup. I'm going to go on ahead. I'm going to pull up my Bills stream right here. Let's check this out. Through the lens, first training camp practice, first look at the vibe and the energy. Hamler was open, running back of the end zone, required high-level layered throw. Not easy, but one a pro should make, and White missed by a good margin. Here's 44 seconds of number 4 this morning. 4th Bills training camp for James Cook. Rookie cornerback. All right, guys. All right. I'm assuming that we're starting to get toward the end of practice. Mitch Trubisky has consistently been the second quarterback to participate in team drills. Mike White, third. Neither player has made a notable throw yet. Shane Buechele made a nice throw to KJ Hamler for a TD. Shane Buechele. I can't wait until week 1. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be solid, man. You know, like both teams are going to be at full strength. It's going to be a good one, man. It's solid. And the NFL knows exactly what they were doing, putting Bills and Ravens week 1 on Sunday Night Football, too. I want some news on Hancock. I'm really high on him. So far, one of Classic, all we have heard is that he is out there running with second team. He's likely going to be backup to Taron Johnson. He's also listed as a potential safety. I'm curious to see if Hancock actually ends up getting reps with the safeties as well, because he was an absolute unit and a utility piece over at Ohio State. I'm big on that. Shane, a sleeper. Let him cook. Forget his name. Claypool. Is he at practice? He's not at practice. No, he's not. What about Dorian Strong? Haven't heard anything about him. It's good to see Kincaid is performing. I agree. I hate to wish time away, but I need some Bills football right now. I agree, dude. Dude, listen, it's coming to the best time of the year, football season. So when the air is crisp. All right, so I'm assuming. All right, we have Josh Allen to Keon Coleman, Christian Benford all over him. Would have been DPI, passing complete off Coleman's hands. So Benford's being aggressive out there. Benford is being aggressive out there. Walk out to practice with the NFL MVP, ladies and gents. I would imagine, folks, okay, we have a Josh Allen scramble drill pressured by Dwayne Carter. Eyes downfield, fires back of the end zone right through Zach Davidson's hands. So Zach Davidson, he's officially cut. I am subscribed to your channel, Dan, too. Since last year, you keep good info on your team. It's like the world's against the Bills and the Ravens just for the Chiefs. So I think we can all agree, fuck the Chiefs. All right? That's one thing you and I can agree on, my friend. It is. Anybody but the Chiefs, for the love of God. Hi, Dan, the man Mitchell, Broncos fan here. Jarrell, what is going on, my boy? Hope all is well. 25 subscribers left to the next level. Guys, listen, I know for damn sure that there are 25 of you watching right now that are not subscribed to this YouTube channel. All right. I'm going to need 25 of you watching. All right. Out of the 379 of you currently rocking in, subscribe to the channel, man. 25 of you, takes less than a second. Let's hit 44K before the end of this stream. We are approaching 2 hours, folks. I'm consolidating everything that's happening at Bills camp for you right now, so you understand. Okay. All right. A good chunk of play action from the Bills offense to start camp, which would be a welcomed addition with how devastating their run game is. They were towards the bottom of the league in play action rate in 2024, 27th at around 18%, I believe. That's per Anthony Cover One. Trey White back in a Bills uniform and back at St. John Fisher. We love that. Davidson separates late against Benford back of the end zone. Josh makes it a pretty good throw, but through his hands. Next play, Keon stuck with Benford again. Josh gets throw to his hands, but he can't hang on. Offense is screaming for a flag. Refs are very much letting them play today. That's good. Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys. McLaurin is a no-show. He is indeed. Go Bills. Go Bills. Hunter Shepard. I just got on my grandma's computer and subscribed. She might not have a clue who she is, but she damn sure is going to get this Bills news. I like this, Hunter. Hunter, I like that, man. Shout out to your grandma's computer, man. Shout out to Hunter's grandma. Statement, as a Bills fan, I'd rather have Mahomes make the Super Bowl than Lamar fight me. Wow. I am a Chiefs fan and respect the Bills at Commander's camp. I'll tell you what, Trey is back. He is back, dude. Yo, Dan, feels like Christmas today. It's finally here. Can't wait to watch the boys dominate. Oh, my God. Let's go, Buffalo. Remember Poncho. Poncho Villa. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace. W. Hunter's grandma. Hell no. And so I appreciate the rivalry. Man, we are getting updates left and right from camp right now. And this is good. Folks, I'm imagining, since the Buffalo Bills just ended up posting this little video, that we are going to be finished with practice today. I could be wrong, but from what I understand, we are done. And I think we're probably gearing up from some player interviews. I'm super excited to lock in. F the Fins. Oh, wow. Look at that. We need 22 more subs. Let's get Dan home. 22 more subs to 44,000. Help Dan make this a goal. Folks, let's get it done. Let's get it done, ladies and gentlemen. 765 of you are watching right now. Okay, we have 388 on YouTube. There is indeed 23 of you or 22 of you watching that are not subscribed. Make it happen. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I am talking about. How did Max do? Brody, he was running with the twos. To begin. Who is Dan? That's me, my friend, Kay. That is me, my friend. Dan is this guy right here. This is the year Josh Allen goes from league MVP to Super Bowl MVP. Speak it into existence, my friend. Speak it into existence if you can. things are good. Tyler Bass getting kicks in. He was good from 33, 40, 45, 35. Dude, good. Good. Brad Robbins' holding era off to a strong start. That's a big piece. That is a big piece, man. It really, really is. R.I.P. Ozzy, my son, is named after him. Rest in peace to an absolute legend. Practice is only 1 hour. It is indeed. Honestly, if not us, obviously, I like to see Lamar win a ring. Oh my God. I'd way rather the Chiefs make it again than the Ravens. Ravens fans would be insufferable. I'll tell you what, man. Listen, shout out to all the Ravens fans that are in my chat supporting me. I have no hate toward them, indeed. Is training camp today over, Brody? From what I understand, man, it's looking like that once you start to get some kicker news, it's typically over. And especially since Buffalo posted this video of welcome back to training camp, I could only imagine that it's probably wrapping up and we should be welcoming players onto the podium here shortly. So ideally, I would like to hear Josh Allen and see what he has to say right before we call it. May the best team win. Nothing but love. I love that, Ravens 912. He's my favorite, man. He's my favorite in here. He's my favorite Ravens fan. Edge of the Earth, South Padre Island, Texas. Richard, he's coming in. I'm glad that I found your show. Go Bills. Hey, man, listen, stick around. Stick around, my friend. Listen, all season long, I'm going Monday through Friday, twice a day. And I also have my live play-by-play reactions. And what I do is I have a garage beer hotline where I welcome you guys in to call sporadically throughout the show, and we can talk a little football and see what's going on with your world, what you're thinking, you know? So subscribe and turn on bell notifications. Let's make it happen. Bill should have went with the blue helmet like you have in your background. I know what you're talking about, right? Hey, listen. Maybe they will bless us with the blue helmet for the Nike rivalries jerseys. I don't know. But look. So I feel like all of us are very happy about that red helmet. And do you have any dream player for any position to have play for the Bills, money not being an issue? Like right now, being realistic. And so I love Kyle Hamilton. Man, I am such a big fan of him. Dude, I would love if he was ever possibly a Buffalo Bill, solid safety. So he would be absolutely insane. That would definitely be cool. We have Brody is coming in. My bad for asking all these questions, but how did Benford do in big Bills fan? And I'm hoping for a Super Bowl. He has been one of the standouts at camp today. He has locked down Elijah Moore. Same thing with Keon Coleman. Has been making a lot of plays. I'm very optimistic with a lot of these guys. Dwayne, thank you so much. $5 donation. I appreciate that. How many licks does it take for you to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Sorry, bro. I got to mess with you once a month. Like 330, I think. 336, I think, is a safe answer. Shout out to Dwayne for the super chat, man. I really appreciate that. I have 4 super chats here. I just wanted to make sure. Shout out to Patriots 12 for the 5. Shout out to Life of Oz for the 2. We back. Let's go. Shout out to Real BIIIP $2. I'm glad that I found your show. And DF Forever. How many licks? $5, man. I appreciate all of the super chats, folks. That is going above and beyond on this channel. Again, the easiest way and the free way to support this channel. It's quite simply just by hitting that thumbs up sign and telling your friends about the show. All right. I like to pride myself in being one of the few creators that engages with my audience on a regular basis during each and every single stream. I want to know what Bills Mafia has to say about these things. And that's why I incorporate you into my content. Hey, DF, I think Diddy knows the answer. Oh my God, some Diddy jokes. Bills should wear the red helmet for the AFC Championship game. They made the Super Bowl that year when they did wear them. I would love that. Kyle Hamilton over Miles/TJ. Come on now, Dan. Yeah, you're right. I did swing and a miss on that one. I'd probably say Myles Garrett number 1, and then as far as secondary, I'd probably go Kyle Hamilton would be next. But so I think you're right. I'd probably prefer Myles Garrett, though, because he stays healthier than TJ. All right, and I am about to start my shift. Peace, y'all. Go Bills. Jordan, have a good day, man. I appreciate you tuning in. I will see you tomorrow morning. And, folks, do remember, I will be live later this afternoon, likely at 5 p.m. EST with all of my takeaways from camp, so I can really sit on the information And then we're going to be live on the AFC East Roundtable, which I hope all of you are able to join. Don't worry. I will be redirecting you over to that show once that second stream is over with. And we're going to be doing calls. We're going to be doing the whole nine, man. We have a lot to talk about. Bills camp is officially here. Bills uniforms would look better if they got rid of either the blue or the red together. Tell your friend all about this show. Sadly, most of my friends are Cardinal fans. Oh, my God. That breaks my heart. DF Forever here with the... All right, we have to welcome JTL to the mod team, and my personal thanks to all mods that do a wonderful job. My personal thanks to all the mods that keep the peace in the chat. JTL, my boy, man, welcome to the mod squad, dude. I appreciate that sincerely. What do you think about the Bills using the classic standing Buffalo helmet for 2 games this season? I'm happy about it, surprisingly enough. I like the standing helmet for the Bills. All right. Brad Robbins, an unofficial hang time, in case anybody is interested in punter news. Shout out to Alex Brasky for pointing this out. Hang time on 5 punts, 5 seconds, 4.11 seconds, 4.43 seconds. Each punt appeared to travel between 40 to 50 yards, but I'm on the far side of the field. All right. All right, dude. Grats, JTL. It is an honor, honestly. JTL, my guy, he's coming in. And our mods here are second to none. JTL is an excellent addition. Shout out Beth. And guys, listen, yo, we have been live 2 hours and 10 minutes on the show as I consolidate all this information for you, man. I sincerely appreciate you guys coming in and showing a little bit of love. Right now, we are at 43,982 people have subscribed to the channel. Can we get to 44,000 before the end of this stream? I think we can. And by the way, how many like buttons have been hit, folks? Let's hit that like button. Do your part. Let's propel this out to the stream. Allen's Legacy. Dan, I'm going to watch them play the Buccaneers with the standing Buffalo uniforms. Go Bills from North Carolina. What a game to go to, my friend. I'm looking forward to it. I am indeed looking forward to it, man. All right, guys. I think that we're starting to get to a point where we should be welcoming Josh Allen to the podium here momentarily. Because as soon as when you start getting kicker and punter news, you absolutely know that practice is over with. But let's do that. Just keep smashing that like button. And that's it. He kept it in. DF, can you post a Discord link in the chat? Andy's coming in. So return of the red helmet is significant. Red, white, and blue uniforms, because we all know that Buffalo is America's team, not Dallas. That is for damn sure. I'm going to join, and I'll be here on a regular basis. This is awesome. Well, hey, man, listen, I am so glad that you have welcomed yourself to the family, man. We are live all the time, and I cannot wait to welcome you guys in for my live play-by-play reactions. Breaking news, folks. I am typically the first one to go live on YouTube, all breaking news, man. I'm going to be your go-to source for all Bills news all season. And, of course, the NFL as well, man. We're going to have some good stuff. All the way from Miami, but I bleed red and blue since 88/89. We have a new member. I love that. I love that, baby. I love that, dude. I love it. I love it, dude. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to my boy for becoming a member. Real BIIIP. He's my guy, man. He's coming on in. No correction. Dallas can have the title America's team. Bills are the world's team. Man, I love that. I love that. We have Scoop Prods has come on in and says, what's up, Dan? It's been a minute. What did I miss so far? Man, I got to tell you, dude, you've missed quite a bit. You have missed quite a bit. So I think starting off with the injuries, that's the biggest thing. We have Spencer Brown with back aggravation. It's like a flare-up. So hoping he gets back soon. Have a hamstring on Dawson Knox. And no timetable on him. You have Cedric Van Pran-Granger. Have LaVisca Chenault as well, who is out. That's not doing himself any favors. Especially say that he wants to lock down that 6th seed or that 6th spot on the wide receiver depth chart. What else? We had a couple of pretty good plays from Dalton Kincaid today. Solid touchdown pass. Had Elijah Moore found the end zone as well on a touchdown. Benford was an absolute lockdown corner today, proving that he deserved every bit of that contract he got this offseason. Had Maxwell Harrison started off with the 2s, then he transitioned over to the 1s. Looked good on one rep. Second rep, you could tell that he's going to be taking his lumps as a rookie, as Josh Allen absolutely owned him. But let's be honest with ourselves, who's not getting owned by Josh Allen at any given day? It's good, man. And then same thing with Trey White. White ended up making a play. Like White ended up making a pretty solid play, which is it's solid stuff. Dumb question. What do mods do? Bills Mafia J718. That is not a dumb question at all, my friend. What they do is that, say, for example, that somebody is misbehaving in the live chat, right? Is spamming or being annoying or just in here to troll exclusively. I typically have them police it. So say, for example, that someone rolls in and is not like living up right to our standards of the live chat community that we're trying to build over here. They make the decision of whether or not that someone needs to get booted, etc. And the mods do a wonderful job over here. I really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. We have 43,985 of you have subscribed to the channel, folks. I think that we can get to 44,000 on this stream. There's 750 of you. 320 are on YouTube. 423 of you are on X right now. That's what it is. That is what it is, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Say that we don't. I have a feeling that we will get there by the end of the day. Folks, as we are waiting for the Josh Allen interview, I think we're getting there. 2 hours and 15 minutes, guys, that we have been live on this channel. If I say Dan's a stupid dummy and the mods might ban me. Oh, exactly. A perfect example. How are you, Dan? It's been a while. Jeff, I am doing fantastic. I am doing even better now that Bills football is all but back. And we finally have some things to discuss, right? Some solid takeaways. I plan on being live later this afternoon, folks, to unpack everything that we learned from practice. Okay, so we have a new update from Thad Brown here. Maxwell Harrison was 3 or 4 steps behind Hamler back of the end zone, closes like lightning to break up the throw from Mitch. Oh, hey, that's good. That is good. Maxwell Harrison was 3 or 4 steps behind Hamler back of the end zone. And folks, don't forget that Hamler's fast too. I like to see this from the rookie. Closes like lightning to break up the throw from Mitch. Guys, he has a very similar rep when he was going up against that Texas wide receiver that wasn't drafted. What was his name? So it was Isaiah Bond. He has an identical rep with him in college versus Bond 2 years ago. Same exact situation. It shows you like what is elite about Maxwell Harrison is his recovery speed. And the fact that we're getting that from this specific tweet, my God, dude, that is something that makes me very happy. Best recovery speed in college, and that being displayed on day one during training camp is very encouraging, especially since it's versus Hamler. Okay. So recovery speed, that's there. Love to hear it. I am so excited to see Harrison play. You and I both. Who is the rookie camp darling this year? Funny you say that. Man. I haven't been able to pinpoint what the status quo is for Bills Mafia. Several people are excited about Harrison, but he was the first rounder. I'd probably say Dorian Strong is probably going to be the sweetheart, right? A lot of people are high on Dorian Strong. So I'd probably say him or Landon Jackson. One of the two. But that right there was probably one of the best pieces of news that I could see. Max Harrison's first big play at camp, he was diving pass breakup on a pass from Mitch Trubisky intended for KJ Hamler at back of the end zone. Harrison was beaten en route initially, but used his speed to recover to make the play. String stuff, exactly what the Bills drafted him to do. I think TJ Sanders / Landon Jackson are going to be the guy. I was mad y'all got Harrison. Oh, man. Listen, we were all pumped about him. I can tell you that much. All right, folks. So it sounds like practice is still technically going on. That's all right. Listen, boys, we are 2 hours and 20 minutes into the show already. Smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't had an opportunity of doing so already. How close are we to 44,000 subscribers? How close are we? We have 43,986 of you have subscribed, folks. Let's improve that. Let's improve it. Let's improve it, folks. 43,986. I think that we can get it up to that. And so your dad has suffered as long with me. We can do this. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. And okay. So with how do I become a member? DM. So you will see a join button right below. And you'll just get a really cool badge and stuff along those lines, man. And then I will do my best to make sure that I always prioritize y'all's comments in the chat. Those are some of the benefits that go into it. So what y'all are really going to be excited about is the Roundtable Sports Patreon. But I really hope that you guys are locked in. So with that show later today, where we are going to announce it. So for those of you that are new, I did kind of want to do a shameless plug here. I own a company called Roundtable Sports, where me and business partners, we recruited a YouTuber for each and every single NFL team, and we put them together for a weekly debate show. So we have the AFC East Roundtable, we have the AFC North Roundtable, we have the AFC South, and we have a daily NFL news show called Fourth and Forever. Then we're also launching a college football show starting next week, which I'm very excited about. Or excuse me, it's August 4th, excuse me. However, I did kind of want to plug that for you guys because I do notice that quite often I see some fans in here that are not Bills fans. We have something for you guys over at Roundtable Sports for each and every single fan base. We have recruited the top YouTubers for each and every single team that are all a part of it. And right as you can see, you have the AFC East Roundtable, the NFC North, AFC South, NFC West. We have it all. So I am going to copy and paste this link right here for you guys to subscribe to, because we will be live today at 2 p.m. EST, breaking down everything that has happened across the NFL. Right? And I really want you guys to lock in here for a second here and join what we are building over at Roundtable Sports. We are so excited. Last year, we were fortunate enough to get Super Bowl credentials. We were there covering the Super Bowl. We covered the Senior Bowl by itself. What we're trying to do is build an actual network. And so far, it's been pretty successful. So say, for example, that you guys want to support our NFL show over there and all things Roundtable Sports. I'm going to ask you guys to do me a favor and also go check out the Roundtable Sports channel right here. Go subscribe to this bad boy real fast. And I really hope that you guys can join me a bit later in the afternoon for another edition of Fourth and Forever. I really think you guys are going to enjoy it. And they have all of the divisions. Yes, we do. I've been a Bills fan since 1989. And I converted my brother-in-law 4 years ago. Bills fans are taking over Northwest Arkansas. I love it. I love it. We have Brandon coming in saying, I love your show. Brandon, I appreciate you, my friend. And I look forward to entertaining you for the rest of the season. All right, man. Listen, we are a 365-day type of show, my friend. Year-round, we are covering and talking about the Buffalo Bills. Roundtable Sports has a show for everyone's team. We certainly do, man. We certainly do. And it's with all of the top content creators on YouTube. So, like, we have a Jags sort of YouTuber. We have a Texans YouTuber. We have a Bengals YouTuber. We have a Ravens YouTuber. We have everything. And they are all at the top of their game. So, y'all will not hate what we are bringing to the table here over at Roundtable. That is damn exciting. Max Harrison, first impact at Bills Cap. Look at that. Look at that, folks. Yes, we have the AFC West Roundtable. Guys, listen, man. I can promise, man. Roundtable Sports is where it's at. They have all of the divisions. Smitty has said Roundtable Sports is about to change the game. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Smitty, he's one of our interns, man. He's one of our interns, and he does an excellent job. He runs the Bills Roundtable TikTok. which is very impressive. And he does an awesome job. Is Josh Allen on the podium yet? Not yet. We are patiently awaiting to hear what QB1 has to say. I could imagine it should be here in a couple of minutes. I just subbed, and the Chiefs guy better bring it. His name is Chief Concerns. I'm not sure if you are familiar with him, but our Chiefs creator. Here, let me pull up this guy. We have our boy Ray here. This is our Chiefs creator. Okay, so here's him. All right. He's pretty good. He knows a thing or two about the Kansas City Chiefs. But yeah, man, most definitely. We have a creator for each and every single one. I just joined the Roundtable Sports and I became a... Oh, dude, come on, real. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, dude. Honestly, man. So we just appreciate y'all taking time right out of your day and supporting us by watching us. So with the paid memberships is just going the extra mile, and so we really appreciate that. Dan, are you going to return of the blue and the red game this year? Unfortunately, I'm unable to make it, man, but I am going to be up on week 3 once we are playing the Miami Dolphins. That's going to be it. Danny, how many days until Bills Roundtable with Z-Bot and Jake and others and Kevin as well? Don't forget Kevin. August 4th is going to be the first day, or the first week, excuse me. Congrats on the mod, JTL. Look at that. Dawson Knox got placed on the non-football injury list. Did he report to training camp? He did. He has a hamstring injury with no timetable, according to Sean McDermott. Day 1 of Bills training camp has ended. Josh Allen will meet with the media shortly. Folks, we're about to hear from Josh Allen, QB1, to get his thoughts on what went down at practice today. 331 of you are rocking with me right now, folks. Hit that thumbs up sign for me. Subscribe to the channel as well. We are so close, guys. So close to 44,000 subscribers on the channel right now. We are looking at 43,987. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Let's get this done. Let's make it happen. Say that you close the chat. It should have a join button behind it. Look at that, guys. Close the chat. And feel free, guys. Like I said, stuff like that is just going the extra mile. I just appreciate y'all making me a part of your daily routine and talking football with me on a daily basis. I'm live twice a day, Monday through Friday, and I am all over. I am on camera / on stream very oftentimes during the season, 6 to 7 hours a day. So trust me, say that you're looking for me. I am somewhere on the internet, right between here and then right on Roundtable Sports, on TikTok, on X, on Instagram, everything. All right. I am here. Trust me. Say that you ever miss me. I promise you can find me on one social media platform. Josh Allen is my favorite. He certainly is. Just a thought, Dan. Maybe create a subdivision of the Dom Mafia Report and invite other content creators like Zbot, Tommy, and Mikey from Mafia's Sports Report and do strictly Bills football stream. Beth? You are in for a treat. You are in for a treat because the Bills Roundtable is going to be launching in 2 weeks on the week of August 4th. It is going to be myself, Z-Bot. We have Jake from Bills Bunker. And then we also have Kevin Masari as well. We are also going to be welcoming on several other Bills creators throughout the season. Same thing with Thigh Doc, which I know a lot of you guys were having conversations with, or y'all watched that episode, but that show is going to be launching here in about 2 weeks as well. And trust me, I will be plugging it efficiently. I will be plugging it efficiently for all of us to enjoy. It's going to be a twice a week episode. It's going to be solid. How many guaranteed hours did the Bengals guy get? Zim Houday, man. That's my boy right there. Zim Houday is my boy. He's super oh, here you go, guys. Josh Allen. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, that's like you
Bosa.
said, stay in that moment and take it one step at a time. I think if you're just focused on doing everything to the best of your ability in that moment, whether it's a silly little exercise on the first few days where you're just getting back moving all the way to, getting out on the field and running sprints and starting to really push it again, you just have to take it step by step and be intentional about everything. I think usually with injuries, there's the first few days of wallowing in your own despair. But I mean, it's a calf strain. There's a lot worse things going on in the world. You can get through that. And, you know, it was a good time to happen. It's never really a good time to get injured, but, you know, relative to later down the year, you know, I look at it as a positive, being able to, you know, get closer with the staff
For
here,
sure.
training staff, strength staff. Now we have a really good working relationship after going through all this together. So I think that'll benefit throughout the year, you know, making sure I'm being smart with my body and then trying to stay healthy and make it through the year.
Joey, now that you've been here a few months, interacted, you've been on the field a lot, but still, what is your impression? This team was very intentional about upgrading the D-line, looking for impact players in the pass rush. What are you seeing in the time you've been here so far?
Yeah, just the culture, like everybody talks about, Buffalo in general, the fans and just everything surrounding the Bills is you could feel it walking down the street, whatever. You feel it in the building. Everybody has everybody has the same goal, and we all know what that goal is. Yeah, it's fun to be around
love
a
you,
bunch
Dwayne.
of guys that
Love
really
you,
want to
Dwayne.
win and know how to win. So it's exciting for me. I'm just trying to find my way and fit in a little bit, which I haven't had to do in a while. But everybody's been super cool.
I mean, shit, he does.
Oh, D-line.
As far as
Okay.
that unit and the impact
Yeah.
that it could have.
Yeah, I
what
mean,
do you
it's
see?
day one. Yeah,
Since you've
yeah.
been here, you've seen guys work as well.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's the entire team. But yeah, Greg and AJ, I'm already close with these guys. So I think the whole group in general, it's been a while since I've been with the whole group of D linemen. So playing outside linebacker over the last few years. So it's fun again, being in that environment, being with the big guys in the middle. But yeah, I think if you have a dominant defensive line, you win a lot of games and your defense plays really well. So it's going to be, it's definitely going to be on us to make an impact.
So what's it been like for you this stage of your career? Not only a new team, going away to camp, everything around here is new for you. At this stage in your career, what is this experience like with all the newness?
It's nice. It gets repetitive, you know, every year, the same thing over and over again. I loved my time with the Chargers and everything, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. But, you know, I think it was just getting a little redundant. And especially with my injuries over the last few years, I think I needed a fresh start and a new scenery. And yeah, it's been a really pleasant surprise, you know, getting to know Buffalo, living in Orchard Park. It's been beautiful. You know, I have a yard, I have space to live, and my dog can run around, and we got families of geese in the backyard that we've been following for the past few months now. So it's been fun. My fiance loves it. It's like I said, the fans are amazing. Unless you're at dinner and they're screaming mid-dinner. I can't remember the song, but it was quite the experience. But yeah, it's been fun just getting to know and having that nervousness going in and having to, you know, present yourself to people that you don't know, and just it's been a fun experience that I haven't, you know, it's been 9 years, so it's fun.
Joey, even though you were hurt, you were still around the team while you were rehabbing. How did that help you get more comfortable with the defensive line?
Yeah, I think when you get injured, it's easy to kind of fall in the background, especially during the season. If everybody's grinding and you're kind of in the training room, you're missing meetings, you're doing this and that. So it's obviously important to be around the guys. But yeah, it's great. Here in Buffalo, guys, they hang out with each other, and I've probably hung out outside of football more with these guys in the past. Well, it was 6 weeks when I was here than maybe my entire career. I mean, we definitely did things. I hung out with guys, but just feels like guys want to be with each other and they want to bond, and they'll hit you up. Oh, we're doing something. We're doing this and that. So it's nice. It's a really good environment, and I feel like I'm already close to a lot of the guys.
Being in the dorms?
Yeah, it's new. It's not new, but it's been a while since I've had to go away for camp. So this is definitely different. The bed is better than I expected, so it's the main thing.
I mean, athletes talk about this all the time, who unfortunately are dealing with injuries over whatever it is, multiple years. Is there ever a point where how do you get a point where you can trust your body to not, quote, let you down or put you in that position? How do you manage that?
Yeah. Yeah, I think there hasn't been a time where, I'm expecting to get injured or I think it's coming or I don't trust myself. That's the thing that hurts the most, I think, is you do feel great and you feel like you're prepared, and then your body lets you down or whatever, some crazy thing happens. So I think that's the tough part, is putting in so much work and feeling prepared and feeling great and everything going really well, and then it kind of just falling apart really quickly. So, I try not to think about that and be worried about it, because you can't control a lot of the things that happen out there. All you can do is kind of do the best you can, training and preparing and being smart outside of football, off the field, I mean. So yeah, it's I can hope, but football's a chaotic game, and I think if I do everything I can, and if it still doesn't work out, at least I know I tried.
But like today, it's one day, it's one practice, but you were doing what you do.
Oh yeah.
There was never. I mean, you're just doing the things you're assigned to do.
Yeah, no doubt. For the most part, I definitely messed up a few plays, but yeah, I feel great. Obviously, if you're out there with some sort of nagging injury, it can be on your mind. But right now, I feel great. I mean, it's been the story of my last 4 years. Camp comes around, everybody asks the same questions. How you feeling? I say, great, best I have in years. And again, it's best I have in. I mean, I felt great last year too, but this year I definitely feel tip top, and speed's good, strength's good, everything's good. Calf is perfectly fine, no issues at all. So hopefully if I just continue on, then fingers crossed.
Joey, I'm not looking for you to knock the Chargers, but having them gone through various coaching changes, what is your experience going into a team that has continuity, has had a coach for this long, and like you sense, where you coaches have this.
That's a good question. Whoever asked that, great question.
Reaction to that.
No, it's good. I mean, the message is very top down all the way through every room. Everybody's on the same page. We're all preaching the same things. We all want the same things. So, yeah, we definitely had some changes over at the Chargers a few years, and I finally think Harbaugh last year was doing a really good job instilling that, and I think he's going to probably do it for a long time there. But yeah, it's great. You come in, they know what they're doing. They have a plan. It's not, let's figure this out. This is what I know works. Yeah, we can learn and improve, but this is tried and true. And follow this, we're probably going to win a lot of games. And if you work really hard, same thing. So it's nice. It's easy to just come in and trust and do as you're told and give your all.
Thanks, Joey.
Thanks, everybody.
Shout out Joey Bosa, ladies and gentlemen. So I can tell you, excuse me, sorry, I'm having a little snack on the side. I'm hungry here. Big questions likely had to do with, first off, can he stay healthy? And he was giving us all of these answers like, and so I never plan on getting hurt. I was very mindful of the reps I was going out there. So let's just hope that he gains his confidence going into week 1. But I think we've all established that his ceiling is very high. If, for example, that he can give us quality production, 10 to 11 games in games that matter the most, then that's worth the investment. Then he said that he ended up making friends with geese right in his backyard. He's channeling his inner Tony Soprano, as somebody in the chat said. Super funny. Loves Buffalo thus far. Has nothing but great things to say about the culture and the continuity of Sean McDermott and this coaching staff taking it all over. So you love to see that from Joey Bosa. Absolutely love to see that. I could imagine we should be seeing Josh here shortly. And then some of the takeaways from Bosa, he said speed is good, strength is good, calf is fine, no issues at all. He sustained a calf injury in the spring and has returned to participate in full, being in training camp. I feel great. Last year I felt great, but this year I feel tip-top. Calf is completely fine. These two have spent a lot of time together today, right before drills, after drills, and now well after practice has ended. Okay, we have a picture, Josh Palmer and Josh Allen. Folks, it's that chemistry. It's super important. Here is the NFL MVP throwing darts to the boys. Bonus content, training camp. Oh, dude, show me the darts. Show me the darts. Look at that. Look at that. Joey Bosa on the dorms at St. John Fisher University. The bet is better than I expected. That's the main thing. Trey White loves the kids. Dion and his family catching up after practice. Everybody has the same goal, as we all know what the goal is. That's to win a damn Super Bowl, if I am right. Dan, I just got on. Anything good? Is everyone still healthy? Yes. So rest be assured. So the entire Buffalo Bills squad has gotten off without any significant injuries. Without any significant injuries. We are waiting for Josh Allen to hit the podium, folks, and then I'm probably going to call it. We have the MVP chant for Josh Allen while signing autographs after practice. Gotta love that. That's what's holding him up. MVP is being chanted. Have Josh Allen when everyone wants your autograph. Just a few people want to talk to the guy. Man, it's coming. It is coming. Love the handshakes. Don't we all? Don't we all? That also allows us the ability, if he does get hurt, we won't hurt because we already rotate. I heard through the Vine that they will give us the blue helmets in the next year in the new home. That would make sense, right? Red for the nod to history in the final year of Highmark Stadium. And blue for new beginnings in 2026. Are there any big new updates? I had to leave for a little bit. Nothing too crazy. We had Maxwell Harrison finally end up getting a really solid rep. He showed his recovery speed like a damn bandit. So super excited about that. Hard Knocks is going to love the MVP chants during autographs. Absolutely. You already know. You already know. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Folks, I'm not going to lie to you. I got to jump. I need to make a TikTok and some videos for later. Whatever Josh Allen says, I will include it on my recap stream later today. I sincerely appreciate all of you rocking with me this morning. Do keep in mind, I will be live later this afternoon for all of my takeaways. I'll have call-in segments. I will be bringing in some fans and then maybe some other creators to chop it up with me and talk about training camp. And then tomorrow, say, for example, you're only in it for the daily news updates at training camp. I will be live at the exact same time tomorrow, breaking down and consolidating all of this information for you. Love each and every single one of you. I will see you over on 4th and Forever here in a little over 2 hours. Roundtable Sports. Go subscribe, and I will see you soon. Peace.